Now, you lads don't need reminding. It's the World Cup tomorrow. The World Cup! And I want open football, total football, committed football. Now, Denny.
Boss.
When you get the ball, give it to Kenny. He'll give it to Lenny. Lenny, boss. You give it to Petey.
Yes, boss.
Petey, you drop back behind Paulie and Solly, then lay it off for Dominic. Right. And he gets it in the box for Rupert. Who wellies it? You know what I'm saying, Bonnie lads?
No, boss.
Good. Now open up the bags, we'll start knocking some balls about. And remember, it's not every day you get to train at Wembley Stadium. Denny?
Oh, my God.
Or is it? What?
Oh, no. I think he's dead, boss.
In the Balance by Mark Tavener, starring Michael Williams as George Cragge and Barry Foster as Detective Chief Inspector Frank Jefferson.
Now, I hope you'll appreciate that as Director of Personnel, I have to ensure that vis-à-vis the BBC's coverage of the World Cup, I'll be trying to downsize focus on our core deliverables.
Right.
And maximise leading-edge product. As well as play off all differentials against actuals. Is that clear? Our next personnel meeting will be in 2 weeks' time. Is there any other business?
Well, there is one small matter, sir, relating to news and current affairs. It concerns an employee called George Cragge.
Yes.
George Cragge. Sorry, run that past my finishing post. Who is he?
George Cragge.
You've never heard of George Cragge?
He was crime correspondent for BBC Radio News. First-class journalist.
Oh, first class, as a journalist, but as a BBC employee, not quite.
No, quite.
And we at BBC Personnel took the view, this would be about...
12 months ago.
Perhaps the corporation's best interests would be served if Cragge were to spend some time away from the newsroom in a less exposed capacity.
Why? What had he done?
Well, apart from the...
unpleasantness with the rubber plant.
And the incident in the lift with the Archbishop of Canterbury.
And the accident with Norman Tebbit in the ketchup.
Apart from all that, while he was in the newsroom, he contravened just about every regulation concerning the proper behaviour of a BBC employee, which is why we felt a 12-month attachment as special advisor editorial policy...
Handling complaints?
Exactly.
...would keep him out of the public eye.
So what's the problem?
The 12 months are up tomorrow. So, are we to let him return to the newsroom and resume his journalistic duties with all the risks to the corporation that would entail?
Has he mended his ways?
No, certainly not.
Only yesterday he came into my office and stole 7 of my paper clips. He knows I count them.
Sir, we need a firm, concrete, specific proposal for dealing with him.
Right. In which case we deal with Cragge in this way. We formulate an overall concept, benchmark the game plan, and I'll green light it. In other words, we put out the saucer and see if the cat laps it up. Everybody clear?
George Cragge, you're returning Valerie Singleton's golf clubs. You've got the wrong extension, mate. This is complaints. Yeah, where was I? Dear BBC, I'm writing on behalf of the Conservative Party to complain about pro-Labour bias in this week's Panorama. As we approach the general election, I'm sure you will bear in mind that the BBC's long-term future will be determined by the next Conservative government, although, of course, that is in no sense a threat. Commas. Hello, Denise.
Another letter, I'm afraid, George. It never stops, does it?
Sling it over. I wish to complain, as a Liberal Democrat, that there is clear evidence of pro-Conservative and pro-Labour bias in Panorama, Newsnight, the entire output of Radio 5 Live, the food programme, and Sing Something Simple. Right, that does it.
George, don't eat it. What if it's from Paddy Ashdown?
Ugh.
You can't eat complaint letters.
I've had enough.
Where are you going?
I don't know if you've heard the news, Denise, but there's been a murder at Wembley Stadium. I'm going to investigate. I'm a journalist, not some letter-answering machine.
But, George, it's your staff appraisal this afternoon. You've got to make a good impression.
Cobblers!
Right, now, we've just heard that the victim found in a ball bag at Wembley Stadium was called Simon Delius, parliamentary lobbyist. Smith, I need to know what he was doing at Wembley.
Sir.
Ryan, I want to know who saw him last.
Sir.
And George.
Hello, Frank.
I want to know what you're doing in my incident room.
You know what I'm doing here.
Right, come on, everyone, get going.
I'm getting information.
I thought your journalist days were over. You said they'd locked you up in complaints.
I've gone AWOL.
You what?
I've heard this isn't the killer's first victim.
Who told you that?
Everybody's saying it. Oh, come on, Frank. You help me get a big story, they'll welcome him back in the newsroom with open arms.
I can't say a word, George.
Why?
Because my superiors are doing their nuts with worry.
Why?
Because we're about to play host to a major European summit and to the World Cup. And, George, if we've got a serial killer who's appearing hell-bent...
So I'm right. This Wembley murder is connected to other killings. You've got to help me, Frank. I thought you were my mate.
Oh, right. I'll meet up with you later and tell you what I can.
Where?
Well, let's just say mine's a double.
Good lad.
Jim Yale.
Madam Speaker, is the Deputy Prime Minister aware that over the next few weeks this country will be hosting both the Soccer World Cup and a major summit of European Union leaders? Does the Deputy Prime Minister agree that these are both symbols of the unity of nations which this government fully supports?
To host the Soccer World Cup is, of course, a matter of pride. I have to tell the right honourable gentleman, however, that I cannot contemplate the forthcoming European summit without being reminded of the words of that great European, Sandy Shaw. I may win on the roundabouts, but then I lose on the swings. In or out, there is never a doubt just who is pulling the strings. I'm all tied up in EU, but where, Madam Speaker, is it leading me to? Let me assure this House that as long as I am the Prime Minister's number 2, Britain will never be a federalised puppet dangling on a European string.
He's the biggest number 2 in British politics.
Crispin?
Yes, Prime Minister?
Where's my number 2? What's the bugger up to?
Addressing the House in your absence, Prime Minister.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry.
Playing the nationalist card.
Never thought I'd see the day when I'd be under threat from the son of a station master.
Prime Minister, if you were to strengthen your appeal in the eyes of the public...
The public? What have they got to do with anything?
Well, they do have the vote, sir. And with an election imminent... If you could do something to win them over...
But how, Crispin? How?
What you need is a grand gesture, a national triumph, an excuse to celebrate the indomitable, undeniable strength of your leadership. You remember Harold Wilson. Do you know what he blamed his defeat on?
Is Mackintosh?
England losing 3-2 to West Germany. Muller scored a late goal.
Is this leading anywhere, Crispin?
Soccer, Prime Minister. We're hosting the next World Cup, and it starts this Saturday.
Oh, and you mean that if England were to win... Oh, I begin to see, Crispin.
Yes, Prime Minister.
Crispin, you must find a way for us to win the World Cup. For England, and of course, for the Conservative Party.
Mr. Cragge, looking at your report, I see that your attachment to this department has been an unmitigated disaster. Your reply to a complaint from the Home Secretary about copulating before the watershed. This was a sophisticated, sensitive programme. No wonder it didn't appeal to you. Your answer to a complaint from the leader of the Labour Party. I see no point in wasting time on complaints from you. What is there to add to the judgment passed by the British people 4 times in the last 17 years? I forbear to discuss your crudely anatomical reply to Mr. Ashdown.
All right. My attachment's been a disaster. Write a report saying that, and I'll be off back to the news.
Sit down, Mr. Cragge. I have decided the following, that since you clearly need more time to accustom yourself to the ways the BBC treats high-level complaints, you will stay precisely where you are.
What?
Take it from me, Mr. Cragge, your journalistic days are over.
Just when I'm on the verge of a big exclusive. No way, mate.
Mr. Cragge, sit down.
I've got a killer to track down, and you... Here!
What are you doing?
Try counting your paper clips now,
Mr.
mate.
Cragge! Mr. Cragge, come back!
30 seconds to end of bulletin.
OK, drop Max Parker and go straight to the headlines.
And now the closing news headlines. Speculation is mounting at Westminster about a possible split in the government after a strong attack on the European Union by the Deputy Prime Minister. The murder at Wembley Stadium of the parliamentary lobbyist Simon Delius is being linked by police to the killing 2 weeks ago of Sir Rowland George, Chief of the Thames Water Authority. It's feared a serial killer could be at work in London. BBC Radio News.
Thanks, everyone. Good bulletin.
We're still very short for the 6 o'clock.
Maria said we can interview with the Deputy PM for later on.
Caroline.
Oh, no.
Am I or am I not your special sports correspondent?
Yes, an inspired appointment, Max.
Inspired by hallucinogenic drugs, probably.
Not a word of my piece was broadcast. Not a word.
It's a very busy news day, Max.
How can it have been too busy for this? 30 years ago. But it seems like only yesterday, when all our troubles were so far away.
Wow.
But all those years of hurt never stopped us dreaming. Forget the years of failure. Forget Don Revie. Forget Teddy Taylor.
I think it was Graham Taylor.
Well, there you are. I've forgotten him.
Max, on any normal news day, your piece would have really stood out.
Yeah.
But this isn't a normal day. We've got a serial killer on the loose.
Yes, and nobody decent to report it.
Don't you believe it, Max, you old mucker?
George, what are you doing here?
Caroline, you've got to get me back in the newsroom.
What the hell are you doing here, George? You're attached to complaints.
You've got to put in a word for me. I've got a lead on the Wembley murder.
What?
Phone my manager. Tell him that George Cragge must be immediately reinstated as chief crime correspondent.
We've missed you, George.
Have we?
So what's this lead on the Wembley murder?
I'll know more after I've seen my informant. I'm meeting him at... Oh, my God, I'm going to be late. What? You've got to get me back, Caroline. Now make that call.
That's it, Caroline. Phone them up and ask for him back.
I'll put my own job on the line. I want to find out what's going on.
Take it from an old pro, Caroline. George Cragge was the finest reporter this newsroom ever had.
I agree. If you mean he had the habit of getting drunk at Scotland Yard with the right policeman at just the right time.
A Guinness and a whiskey.
Lovely. There you go, Frank. Cheers.
Ta.
So both the victims were friends of the Prime Minister?
First one, Sir Rowland George, was made Chief of Thames Water Authority when it was privatised on the personal recommendation of the Prime Minister.
Didn't the papers call him a fat cat?
Yeah.
$500,000 in salary with share options on top.
He was one of the least popular men in the country, George. Overpaid git.
Yeah, that's what I like. Dispassionate police work. What about the other one?
Simon Delius, so-called parliamentary lobbyist.
Oh, I think I met him when I was a crime reporter. He rang me up and said he represented a company which had patented a new kind of truncheon. Would I do a report about it on the BBC? He actually offered me money.
Typical spotty-tied slime ball.
You didn't murder them yourself, did you, Frank? Hang about, how did we know Sir Rowland was murdered anyway? I thought he fell off a building in the city of London.
That was no accident, George. Here, read that.
He's fat, he's round, he bounces on the ground. Rowland George, Rowland George. All the best. World Cup Willie?
Yeah.
Good God.
That's the connection, George. We found that in his pocket, and we found this on Delius this morning in his jacket.
2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. World Cup Willie. So, there's a lunatic on the loose.
That's not all. Read the back of it.
I'm going for my hat-trick tomorrow, same place.
According to that, he's going to kill someone during the opening ceremony of the World Cup.
Damn it, man, I'm the Director of Personnel. I haven't got time to deal with every trifling problem about George Cragge.
No, but I need your advice.
Look, in 5 minutes' time, I've got a meeting with the Special Assistant to the Controller of Finances, the Chief Assistant Resources Division, the Manager of Management Resources, the Resource Manager of Planning Department, the Planning Manager of Financial Resources, and the Head of Religious Broadcasting. They're here to discuss staffing levels.
I appreciate that must be very important, but George Cragge...
I thought we'd agreed that 3 more months in the Complaints Department and we'd have enough ammunition to get rid of the bugger.
Yes, well, I ran that up his flagpole, but he didn't salute. In fact, his old editors just phoned to say he showed up in the newsroom.
What?
He's insisting he's taken back on as crime correspondent.
Really? Well, we'll soon see about that, won't we?
Bridget Kendall from Washington with a piece for all outlets. Bridget Kendall from Washington with a
Caroline.
piece
Not
for
now,
all
Max. We're about
outlets.
to do the Matthews interview for the 6 o'clock news. What else have we got, John?
A lottery winner in bankruptcy court, a pair of whistling ferrets in Swansea. Oh, and some foreign stories. The latest on the Middle East. The Italian government's fallen. Mind you, it fell yesterday as well.
I just wish we could come up with something fresh on last night's murder.
Caroline, I would like your permission to leave the newsroom in order to do some preparatory research.
Oh, yes. Certainly, Max.
To prepare for my live commentary on tomorrow's opening ceremony.
Your live commentary over my dead body.
It's in my contract, Caroline.
You're joking.
When I became special sports correspondent, my contract specified those events on which I would do live commentary. This contract, Caroline?
Which damned idiot signed this?
I think it says Caroline Holland, Caroline.
What are you grinning at?
Oh, nothing, Caroline.
Let's just get on with the Matthews interview, shall we?
Are you ready, Paul?
I think so. Mr. Matthews, of course.
Go in 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mr. Matthews, speaking as the Prime Minister's deputy, would it be true to say that you're unhappy with the state of the government?
Of course, I have to accept that there's a general atmosphere of corruption and chaos, but I still believe that we're the only party capable of satisfying our country's needs.
In what way?
We need to regain the belief that we here in Britain are winners, that we're fully capable of standing on our own 2 feet, and we're just not getting that message across.
And whose fault is that?
Well, I don't think it's a question of fault. I'm sure nobody's blaming the Prime Minister. I know I certainly don't.
So you dismiss the current talk of leadership election?
Turn it off, Chris.
Look, the country is desperate for leadership, for a sense of purpose. Let's all get behind the Prime Minister.
Yes, and stab him in the back.
You're being paranoid, sir.
Now, Crispin, you're convinced that winning the World Cup will strengthen my leadership in the eyes of the nation.
Absolutely, Prime Minister. But there is one drawback.
What?
You're going to have to pretend to like football.
Oh, no.
As you will be opening the tournament, Prime Minister. And I think some enthusiasm for the England team would be in order.
Oh, yes, but enthusiasm from a distance. I don't actually have to mix with football supporters, do I?
You are the Prime Minister, Prime Minister. Nobody's expecting you to stand on the terraces. And given the state of your popularity, I don't think it would be a very good idea if you did.
So what do I do?
You attend the first match and officially open the tournament. Now, that's exactly the sort of publicity a Prime Minister gets, and the Leader of the Opposition doesn't.
By Leader of the Opposition, you mean the Deputy Prime Minister. He's the opposition I have to worry about.
Prime Minister, I do think some display of passion would not be out of place. You've got to convince people you care if we're going to cash in on England winning. Now, read this.
Danny Mole, Danny Mole, Danny Mole, give him the ball, he scores a goal, Danny Mole. Crispin? Who is Danny Mole?
He's England's leading goal scorer, Prime Minister. Now, come on, just needs a little practice.
Oh, God, I had more fun trying to explain the unemployment figures.
And this is where the body was discovered, George, just by the goal.
Right.
He'd been up there in the corporate hospitality box entertaining some MPs and businessmen.
So they're your suspects?
Oh, some very distinguished names, actually, George.
Yeah, hold on, Frank. The World Cup doesn't start till tomorrow. What were they doing at Wembley?
Oh, an exhibition match by England schoolboys or something. I don't think they were here for the football. I think Delius was out to impress the businessmen with all the MPs he's got in his pocket.
Yeah, you scratch my back and I'll put in a word with the Minister for your company. Gee, mucky business.
Only somebody didn't scratch his back. They stabbed it. George?
What a place this is, eh, Frank? Wembley Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Twin Towers. I was here 30 years ago when England won the World Cup.
And I was a rookie copper in the East End.
Oh, yeah. It was just after that the East End was overrun by gangland warfare, wasn't it?
Well, not my fault. Well,
1966.
That's when the rot set in, George. The 1960s.
Ah, that discredited decade.
Ah, you said it.
No, I didn't. John Matthews said it.
Oh, yeah. I got a lot of time for Mr. Matthews, George. He talks a lot of sense for a Tory. Still, I can tell him that to his face when I meet him.
Joining the party?
No. He was one of the people on that list. He was here when Delius was murdered.
That's odd, isn't it? I thought he was Mr. Cleaner than clean. We must restore moral backbone to British politics.
Yeah.
What the hell was the Deputy Prime Minister doing at a party given by a creep like Delius?
I don't know where George Cragge is. I want to speak to him as well.
But I need him urgently. The MP James Yale has just telephoned to say he wrote 6 weeks ago to complain about violence in BBC programmes, and he hasn't had an answer. It's Mr. Cragge's job to deal with these MPs.
He was last seen in the newsroom begging for his old job.
Well, where the hell is he?
I've no idea, but when he does put in an appearance, Denise, perhaps you can tell him that the Director of Personnel is considering getting him dismissed from the BBC altogether.
But, sir, don't you think that's going a little bit too far?
Cobblers!
Franny, you're up front with Danny. Now listen, this is a football. You are in love with this ball. You're filled with desire for this ball. You're gonna stroke it, caress it, and make passionate love to this ball. You know what I'm saying, bunny lads?
No, boss.
Oh, hello, Superintendent.
Mr. Davis?
Yeah, well, go on then, lads. Get on with it. George.
Hello, Harry.
What? You mean you two know each other?
Well, Harry and I go back a long way, don't we, Harry?
Aye.
What were you doing when I first met you?
Youth team coach, Plymouth Argyle. Moved on a bit since then, bunny lad.
Manager of England. I don't believe it.
Steady.
You know, Frank here's a big admirer of your tactical thinking, Harry. You know, kick, rush and brutality. It's greatly influenced his approach to police work.
George.
This is a very important person, Frank. This is the man who invented England's answer to total football. Total rubbish.
That total rubbish will win us the World Cup in 3 weeks' time.
You really think so? Sorry, Frank.
Mr. Davis, when I interviewed you earlier, you said that you and the lads discovered Simon Delis's body.
Trussed up like a turkey in one of the ball bags. Scared the living daylights out of us, George.
Ah, but it did.
But is it also true, Mr. Davis, that you were present for a brief time at the reception given by the victim?
A shower of pinstripe pillocks.
In the middle, Lenny, in the middle! Give it to Lee! Lee!
I wouldn't have thought that was your kind of thing, Harry.
I was paid to be there, George. This Delius offered us a fee to put an appearance. When I get there, carries on as if I've known him longer than I've known you. Meet my friend, the England football manager. Trying to impress people. Yeah.
You're playing for England, lad! Not some Sunday club side going forward! That's the way.
I don't suppose you saw anyone behaving suspiciously.
I was only there 10 minutes. Not my cup of tea rubbing shoulders with a load of smarmy gits.
Well, if anything should occur to you, you'll let us know.
I will. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a World Cup match to prepare for.
We must have a drink sometime, Harry.
I haven't had a drink in 10 years, man. The lads need someone to look up to. Right.
My God, he's changed.
I want a diamond formation with 2 sweepers, a liver row, and a flat back one. Know what I'm saying, money lads?
Have you got a list of Delis's clients?
Well, we're getting in-depth profiles on everyone.
You've got to let me read them and then go on air, Frank. You know, this could be my passport back into the newsroom. Frank?
Oh, all right, but for God's sake, use your judgment. I don't want too much said about the notes.
I'll be very discreet, I promise.
Kevin Connolly on 6 with a piece for the bulletin. Kevin Connolly on 6 with a piece for the bulletin.
Haven't we got anything new to say on the murders?
It would seem not, Caroline.
I mean, this doesn't add to what's already been in the papers, does it?
Hey, 3 minutes to the 6 o'clock news. You should be in the studio, Caroline.
I'm going. Oh, hell, what are we going to do?
Rerun the 5 o'clock news in reverse order. It won't be the first time, let's face it.
I better get down there.
George Cragge on 1 with a piece on the Roland George killing.
What?
What?
She said George Cragge.
George Cragge on 1 with a piece on the Roland George killing.
Give me the phone. Hello? Hello?
Caroline, I would say how much I love you, but there isn't time. Give me an intro and I'll do the piece live.
What piece?
I've got an exclusive on the murders. Now, come on, Caroline, give me an intro.
Go on, Caroline.
Caroline, you can't. He's not official staff.
Not yet.
You're going to get me strung up for this, George. Hang on, I'll nip in the studio.
Good girl.
OK, there's a new intro. Just read that.
Right. BBC News at 6 o'clock. And we start tonight with an update on the recent London murders from George Cragge.
2 links have emerged today between the deaths of Water Chief Sir Roland George and lobbyist Simon Delius. First, it's turned out that Sir Roland George was heading a consortium of businessmen pressing for a single European currency. The lobbying agency they chose to represent them was Delius and Fawkes. Second, and even more significant, police have now confirmed that notes were found on each of the bodies, both bearing the sobriquet World Cup Willie. He was, of course, the mascot of the 1966 World Cup. Perhaps he is set to become the macabre symbol of this one. This is George Cragge in the police control room of Wembley Stadium, the crime correspondent for BBC Radio News. How's that, Frank? Not too indiscreet for you?
No, I suppose it was all right if it gets you your job back.
Well, good luck with tomorrow's opening ceremony.
I'm going to need it. There's going to be 80,000 people here, and one of them could be a serial killer.
10 minutes to broadcast, Max.
I'm ready. Just point me at the microphone.
You don't mind if I sit in, do you? I've always wanted to watch a proper journalist in action.
Now, you're not to interrupt, George. I'm doing a colour piece to set the scene.
I won't say a word.
Cue, Max. In 3, Max.
1, 2, 3. As the blue sky spreads serenely over this green turf, I can see the yellows of Brazil and the whites of England. I can see the Prime Minister, and next to him the Deputy Prime Minister, John Matthews, and let's for a minute listen to this crowd. The Prime Minister reaches the podium where he will declare the World Cup open.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are politicians who profess to love football in the pursuit of popularity. But for some of us, that love is genuine. Many is the Saturday when, away from my prime ministerial cares, I have watched my beloved Tottenham Hotspur, or the Hots, as we supporters call them, marching proudly out onto their beloved Old Trafford, and I have joined in the cries of, "Come on, you Greens." Now, I do not say that to show off my knowledge of football, although if England win this trophy in 3 weeks' time, I hope you will remember that it happened under this government.
The Prime Minister now descends from the rostrum to take the ceremonial penalty. Where are you going, George?
I want to see where all those coppers are going.
Oh dear, and it looks as if the Prime Minister cannot find the penalty spot.
Right, cordon off this whole area. Nobody comes into this car park.
Sir?
Oh, yeah, Constable, you can let him in. Over here, George.
What's that, Frank?
In that car, look.
Good God.
You recognise him?
Can I borrow your mobile, Frank?
Yeah.
Thanks. Of course I recognise him. He's an MP. No other journalists around?
No.
Take it.
Editor.
Caroline, this is George. I'm doing this on the strict understanding that I'm getting my old job back.
You know I can't make those kind of promises.
You could at least try.
Look, George, I've had your manager on the phone demanding that you return and write a letter to some Tory, hold on, where is it? Yeah, James Yale MP. Apparently he's complaining about too much violence on the BBC.
Yeah, well, not anymore, he isn't.
Why?
Somebody's just murdered him.
In the Balance was written by Mark Tavener and starred Michael Williams, Barry Foster, Jeremy Clyde, Jim Carter, Robert Bathurst, Susie Brann, Christian Rodska, Geoffrey Whitehead and Kim Wall. And also featured Tracy Ann Oberman, Alison Pettit, Johan Meredith, Chris Pablo and Harriet Cass. The music was composed by Paul Mottram. In the Balance was produced by Paul Schlesinger. In the Balance by Mark Tavener, starring Michael Williams as George Cragge and Barry Foster as Detective Chief Inspector Frank Jefferson.
Torrin Douglas on 3 with a piece for the world at 1. Torrin Douglas on 3.
10 minutes to bulletin, everybody.
Morning, losers.
Good God, George Cragge.
Ah, can't believe what you read in the newspapers, can
What
you?
do you mean?
I thought the BBC was on an efficiency drive, clearing out its dead wood. And I walk in and you're still here.
Yeah, well, I'm chief sub nowadays, I'll have you know.
Just as well you've got a proper journalist here to help you then. Caroline, how's my favourite editor?
Oi, behave yourself, George. I know everyone thinks you're back as crime correspondent.
I'm
but
back, I'm back. It's a matter of fact. As a matter of fact, I'm back.
Hey, everyone. George Cragge's drunk on his first day back in the newsroom.
Right.
Why is it that
Everyone
whenever
settle
I'm
down.
happy, people think I'm drunk?
Now look, George, we may have had our differences in the past.
Oh, it's all Guinness under the bridge, Caroline. What's a disciplinary interview between friends? Have you missed disciplining me, Caroline?
I was going to say, I'm pleased to see
Of
you.
course you were. The minute you heard there was a serial killer on the loose, you said to yourself, if only George Cragge was here.
Just don't think you can come back and start taking liberties.
Caroline, there's been a murder at the opening ceremony of the World Cup. This is no time for taking liberties. This is a time for first-class radio journalism, agreed?
As long as you understand you're back here on a trial basis.
Of course. I bring this murderer to trial, and on that basis they make me editor. That's right, isn't it?
You wanted to see me, Prime Minister?
Crispin, as my chief advisor, perhaps you'd, give me some advice. Now, what would you do to a man who wrote this? I have no doubt that the opening ceremony of the World Cup with its attendant publicity will provide a significant boost to your public standing. Do you recognise those words?
Well,
your words, Crispin.
Obviously, I very much regret the embarrassment, Prime Minister.
Embarrassment? I was at Wembley Stadium opening the World Cup in front of 80,000 braying proletarians and a television audience of, well, what would be your estimate of the television audience, Crispin?
About 7 billion.
7 billion. And you advised me to tell this audience of 7 billion how much I loved football, didn't you?
Which you did very well, Prime Minister. Apart from saying that Tottenham Hotspur's home ground was Old Trafford and that they played in green. But apart from that, you were faultless.
I was meant to start the competition by taking a ceremonial penalty. Didn't occur to you to tell me where the penalty spot was, did it? I told them how much I loved football. It was a fanfare of trumpets, and I'm left wandering around Wembley as if I'd lost a contact lens.
But apart from that, it all went perfectly.
Oh, apart from that? Good God, man, in case it slipped your mind, there was a murder in the car park. A murder! In the presence of 12 heads of government and the tightest security operation this country's ever seen.
Well,
there were 80,000 braying subhumanoid life forms from housing estates on those terraces, and did the killer choose one of them? No. The maniac had to pick one of my most loyal backbench supporters.
I know, Prime Minister, but apart from...
Crispin, if you're thinking of saying apart from that, don't.
Quite a few prints, Gov, all over the inside of the car.
Yeah, but we don't know if the killer got in the car, do we?
What's the latest, Frank?
Oh, hello, George.
We knew boys had to impress our editors, you know.
Well, there's been a couple of developments, but we're keeping them under wraps.
Oh, come on, Frank.
All right, but you don't broadcast it until I say. So, tell me what you make of this. That, believe it or not, is the murder weapon.
Can I touch it?
Yeah.
Frank, this is... It looks like knicker elastic.
Yeah.
Are you telling me Jim Yale MP was strangled with knicker elastic?
That's what the pathologist reckons.
Hold on. Yale was involved in some sort of scandal,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
about a year ago, the tabloids alleged he liked wearing women's clothing.
Yeah, of course. He was the one that stood up in the Commons and said, I would like to tell the House that I'm wearing Calais lace panties from Gossard.
And didn't even have the decency to resign, the pervert.
Don't be so intolerant, Frank. So, they were looking at a sex killing.
Except this was left on the body.
Jimmy Yale superstar walks like a woman and he wears a bra. Love and kisses World Cup Willie.
The serial killer's trademark.
Oh, my God, it's the press boys. Frank, I'm not here.
George, that car is evidence. You can't go in there. George!
Superintendent Jefferson.
George!
Superintendent.
What can I do for you?
Got a story for us?
Oh, how about Goldilocks and the Three Bears?
Come on, Mr. Jefferson.
A statement will be issued in due course. I have nothing to say at this time.
And when we tell our editors that, they'll say, oh, well, why has George Cragge got all this
There's
information?
no information to give you at this time. You are obstructing an investigation. I must ask you to move away.
But it's got Cragge exclusive already.
It's got Cragge's fingerprints all over it.
It has now.
Oh, George.
Sorry, Frank.
2 minutes to bolt in, everybody.
Does it have to be now, Max?
Yes.
I'm waiting for George's piece.
Listen, Caroline. The opening match of the World Cup between England and Uruguay began 0-0. Ended 0-0, and aside from a penalty missed by the England striker Danny Mole, the points of interest were 0.
Very good, Max. OK, are we ready to go?
Pep's coming up, everybody.
Oh, George will go live.
BBC News at 1 o'clock. The headlines. The political world is still reeling from the murder last night of a Conservative MP at Wembley Stadium, where the Prime Minister was attending the opening ceremony of the Soccer World Cup. This report from our crime correspondent, George Cragge.
James Yale, the Conservative Member of Parliament for Cirencester and Tewkesbury, was found strangled in his car in the stadium's VIP car park at approximately 7:30 last night. Police are baffled as to how the killer evaded the tight security restrictions, but they're certain this is the latest in a series of bizarre killings. Jimmy Yale was a well-liked backbencher, ardently pro-European and a strong supporter of the Prime Minister. George Cragge, BBC News, Wembley Stadium.
The opening match of the tournament between England and Uruguay went ahead, and with us in the studio is the BBC's special sports correspondent, Max Parker. Max, the match finished as a 0-0 draw.
Yes.
Our special sports correspondent, Max Parker.
Well, really?
The murder of James Yale reduces the government's majority to just one. Observers at Westminster say this development is likely to add fuel to the leadership ambitions of the Deputy Prime Minister, John Matthews.
Madam Speaker, has it ever occurred to the leader of the Labour Party that he is like a duvet cover without the duvet? The duvet cover is festooned in red roses. It is sexy, it is alluring, but it is precious little protection against cold reality. Madam Speaker, I ask the Labour Party this. Where's the duvet?
Very nice, John. Well, I think that's my sound bite for today.
I wish to return to the more positive aspects of Labour's European policy, for we are truly the party of Europe.
Well, at least Yale's death means one less supporter for the PM.
No, David. There's no point in being overtly disloyal.
Yale's death means we've barely got a majority at all.
Exactly the sort of time the leader of the opposition should be putting down a confidence motion, if he's got any sense.
And exactly the sort of time for a leadership challenge.
No. Loyalty is the party's secret weapon.
Yes, John, of course. And in your case, very secret indeed.
Well, keep me informed of developments. I'm in the upstairs flat. Well, even the Prime Minister's entitled to a bit of peace sometimes. Goodbye. Oh.
Good God, who's this stranger? Oh, it's only my husband.
Oh, not now, Joe, please. I'm under enough pressure as it is. I've got a dead backbencher, a disappearing Commons majority, and I'm the laughing stock of the world. I'm in no mood for one of your tantrums.
I'm just on my way out.
Where?
The party chairman's summer fete.
Oh, look, I know it's not very exciting for you.
Not very exciting? I'm the Prime Minister's wife. What could be more exciting than that?
Oh, Joe, now...
Well, I suppose listening to a lecture on aspects of ancient Afghan armour, that could be more exciting. Or being the deputy sub-manager of a branch of McDonald's in Peckham.
Joe, you'll bring on my migraine.
Or multiplying the number of O's in Orinoco by the number of A's in Ulaanbaatar and dividing by the number of Pratts in your cabinet. Now that could be more exciting.
Joanna, please.
Oh, it's all right, I'm going. I'll leave you to your dead backbencher.
Incident room, Wembley. Sir, it's the Commissioner again.
Tell him I'm not here.
He's giving a news conference, sir. Yeah, I'll get him to give you a call when he's free. OK, sir.
Commissioner's not a happy man, George.
But he isn't. Now, come on, Frank. We've got to work out how the killer got into the car park.
Whoever got in needed a VIP pass.
Right. Did we know if anybody spoke to Yale in the car park?
Yeah, we know 3 people did, but you're not telling me that the murderer is one of these.
The Prime Minister's wife.
Yeah.
The Deputy Prime Minister. It's funny how his name keeps popping up.
John Matthews, he's above suspicion as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, come on, George. You can tell he's a man of integrity. You're not telling me he's a murder suspect.
That's exactly what I'm telling you. And who's the third one? Crispin Trent, the PM's chief political advisor.
Crispin Trent, never heard of him.
Ah, Crispin.
Prime Minister?
Well?
The opposition have tabled a confidence vote.
Oh, God.
You understand what this means?
Of course I understand what it means.
Obviously, the opposition have chosen Europe in the hope of winning over some of our own supporters.
Some of John Matthews' supporters, you mean?
Even one vote could make the difference. And the murder of Jim Yale could turn out to be absolutely critical. I was only telling him last night how much we valued his support.
Oh, so you actually spoke to him then?
Yes, I parked my car next to his, actually. Just before the match.
Kevin Connolly on 6 for the FIFA.
All right, so we're leading on tomorrow night's confidence motion, and you'll do an update on the murders, George.
Ready and waiting, Caroline.
So what else have we got? Max?
An in-depth interview with the England manager on the failure against Uruguay and our hopes for the match against France.
Right, well, I'll certainly have a listen to that when it comes in.
I thought perhaps I'd do it live.
No, Max, sorry.
Call yourself a bloody editor.
What?
Caroline, can we have a word in private?
Well, if you don't want to draw on my journalistic expertise...
The thing is, Max, at the moment I don't need expertise. That's why I'm talking to Caroline.
George, can we have that word in my office? Now?
Whoops.
I do not expect you to come back and start making cheap jibes in front of my staff.
It was a harmless joke.
Max Parker is a harmless joke. I can tolerate one. You're supposed to be a serious journalist with a professional attitude towards his editor.
This is just like old times, isn't it?
The old times are gone, George. There's no room for them in today's BBC.
Ah, today's BBC. The fact is I preferred yesterday's BBC.
I'm sure you did. Louis McNeice in the pub with Dominic Bean. Dylan Thomas being sick in reception. And brilliant programmes being made through spontaneous creativity.
Oh, those were the days, my friend.
Well, those days are gone, George. And the days of journalists spending 10 hours of a 12-hour shift in the pub are gone too. Clear?
Ouch.
Now, what do you want to tell me?
I've got something on the latest murder. We know 3 people spoke to the victim in the car park. John Matthews, Crispin Trent, and the PM's wife.
They're all suspects.
More to the point, it's what I want to say to the listeners.
So you're saying you want us to lead bulletins on BBC Radio News by saying 3 of the most important people in the country are suspected of being a psychopathic loony?
Oh, this is a great story, and you know it.
Oh.
Come on, Caroline.
All right, we'll run with it.
One of the great decisions. Well done.
Oh, I'm so glad you were... Oh.
Superintendent Jefferson?
Ah, Mr. Matthews, it's an honour to meet you, sir. I've just got a few questions.
Well, I'm sorry, Superintendent. I shall have to answer them at a later date. We're rather busy at Westminster at the moment, as you may have heard.
Yeah, it's just a few questions about Jim Yale's murder, that's all.
I'm sorry?
Well, it shouldn't take too long.
Superintendent, please don't make me repeat myself. As I just said, I'm busy. I haven't the time.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Matthews, but you're going to have to find the time. A Member of Parliament has been murdered, and I need to eliminate you from my inquiries.
Good God, you people really do speak like that.
Sir?
I saw Jimmy Yale in the car park on the night in question. I leant through the window to say hello, and I had every opportunity to throttle him. What? That's the opportunity. As for motive, I loathe the bugger.
I loathed the bugger.
I'm not going too fast, am I? Yale was an upper-class layabout who wished to sell his country down the river. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Sir, murder is a very serious matter.
Of course, and I'm endeavouring to wrest the leadership of my party from that idiot in Downing Street, which is also a very serious matter. Now, if you'll let me pass...
Wait,
Thank you. Oh, but please, Superintendent, don't eliminate me from your inquiries. We must have another little chat at a later date. It's so rare to meet an intellectual equal.
John?
Coming.
What? Bloody cheek.
Frankly, Prime Minister, this could be the end. We're in serious danger of losing.
Never! They're not getting rid of me that easily.
Excuse me, Prime Minister. Your wife says should she organise the removal vans?
Tell my wife that reports of my demise have been greatly exaggerated.
Right.
The thing is, Prime Minister...
Where's my migra leave?
The thing is, Prime Minister, everybody is vital. Just one vote could spring it. Even the murder of Jim Yale could turn out to be decisive.
Of course, and where's Jim Yale when his country needs him?
Lying peacefully in Buckinghamshire, Prime Minister.
Well, he's no business lying peacefully in Buckinghamshire.
He is dead, Prime Minister.
Crispin, if we had disqualified our MPs on the grounds of brainstem death, there'd have been no majority Conservative government this century. You're my advisor, damn it. Advise me.
Well, the tradition on these occasions is to invite the rebels round to Downing Street.
What?
Glad hand them. Give them a few drinks. Mutter about knighthoods and peerages.
Ooh. Are you seriously suggesting I allow ghastly backbenchers to clod hop through my sitting room?
Well, perhaps we could get a few celebrities round. That always impresses the troops.
The things I do for my country.
And your job, Prime Minister.
And yours, Crispin.
Yes. It's rather short notice for getting celebrities, so I wondered if we might ask your wife to help in the guest list.
My wife?
I'm sure she knows more famous people than I do. I understand her poetry is beginning to be highly thought of in the arts world.
Yes, of course. Well, in that case, you better get straight on to her.
Me?
Well, I've seen her twice already today. We don't want to put an excessive strain on our domestic bliss, now do we?
And here come the team.
I'm not in the mood, George.
George Cragge and Frank Jefferson proudly leading their teams out of the famous Wembley tunnel. So, what have you got for me, Frank?
Oh, we found a woman's glove in the last victim's flat with the letter J on it.
Which could belong to the killer?
Yeah, it could belong to the victim, George. He went in for that sort of thing, as you well know.
Frank, are you all right?
He laughed at me, George. He just stood there and took the mickey.
Who?
The so-called Deputy Prime Minister, John Matthews. You should have seen him.
I thought you said he was a man of integrity.
He talked about murder like it was some sort of intellectual pastime. As if he was daring me to catch him. Well, he's my prime suspect.
What evidence have you got?
There's a few places I've got to go. I'll see what I can turn up.
Now, hold on, Frank, you can't go anywhere.
Eh?
England are playing here tonight, and we've got to be here.
Why?
The last time the killer struck, England were playing. It might just be that he plans to mark every England match the same way.
Oh, God.
Maybe you should put a tail on your friend John Matthews.
Norman, Gorman, Borman?
6 MPs in all, Prime Minister. Rebels to a man. But rebels who might just vote for you if given enough encouragement. And alcohol.
And what's this?
That's the celebrity guest list.
I've never heard of any of these people. Who's he?
He presents a late-night quiz show on cable television. It's called The Bottom of the Barrel. Members of the public do what I believe are called moonies over the side of beer barrels.
Moonies?
To see if their nearest and dearest can identify them.
And this one?
She used to be a supermodel.
Oh, well, at least that's a bit of glamour.
And lately she's been doing walk-on parts in TV ads for Mega Whopper burgers.
Mega Whopper?
You see, it's very short notice, Prime Minister. You can't get real celebrities at a few hours' notice.
But I thought we were supposed to be impressing rebel backbenchers. I mean, who's Ellie Grierson? The weather girl on Carlton?
Oh, by no means, Prime Minister. She's one of our most distinguished living writers.
Oh, distinguished? Oh, at least that's something.
She's a radical northern intellectual feminist.
Oh, hell's bloody bells.
And a friend of your wife's. You did say to get your wife involved.
And Toxic Tea?
A radical poet, and...
A friend of my wife's?
Exactly. And since it's the World Cup, I thought it would be an excellent idea to invite some footballers.
Crispin? English footballers are a lower form of pond life than backbenchers.
Oh, these aren't English, Prime Minister. They're from Argentina.
Do I understand you to be saying Argentina?
Your wife was very involved in the human rights campaign there.
Oh.
And if we might just have a word about the dietary arrangements for the Germans.
Germans?
Can you record your piece for the 6 o'clock news so I know I've got it?
Don't you trust me, Caroline?
No, have one of these.
What's this?
It's a bleeper, George, so I can get in touch with you whenever I want to. Oh, one more thing. Can you give the television newsroom all the information on the murders you've got?
Hey?
Share everything with television.
Did you say television?
Yes, we're one directorate nowadays, George.
But they're on the air before us.
One directorate, George. Do as you're told.
Share everything I've got with television. What kind of world is this? The police will be talking to them. No doubt to eliminate them from inquiries.
That's fine, George.
I'll update it for the 7 o'clock.
Hold
on, Caroline.
Just the man. The duty editor from television's on the phone. I'll go and listen to your piece.
All right. Hello?
Oh, hi, George. Sorry to steal your thunder.
No problem. Let me tell you what I've just recorded for radio.
Right.
The victim was strangled by, Christmas tree lights.
Really?
And the police suspect a sex killing. Probably by a lonely, introverted maniac dressed as Father Christmas.
Brilliant.
And whose connection with Yale lies deep in his past.
Great stuff, George. You must be frustrated that we'll be on air before you. Sorry about that.
You will be.
So what you're saying is, if I vote for you, you'll give me a job. That's the scam, is it?
Well, let me introduce you to the Argentine football captain.
Argentina.
Yes, that's splendid. This is Jerry Jacks, the Conservative MP for White Sox, and...
Thurrock, Prime Minister. Good to see you.
Argies? You expect me to vote for you after inviting Argies to Downing Street?
Peace and reconciliation, Mr. Jacks.
I'll give you reconciliation. Wembley 66, Port Stanley 82. Different game, same result.
You're insulting my country. Eh?
Oh, my dear man, I'm sure no offence was intended.
Perhaps Mr. Jacks would like to meet Miss Grierson.
Splendid. Yes. Mr. Jacks, may I introduce Ellie Grierson, the distinguished northerner.
Writer, Prime Minister.
Oh, yeah? So what do you write?
My latest work is an attempt to reclaim the very mechanics of language.
Crispin, a word. Crispin, I'm going to make sure you spend the rest of your life writing press releases on local government finance.
But it's going splendidly, Prime Minister. Anyway, I think you should be getting to the house.
It's a catastrophe.
I think your wife's about to read one of her poems. Now, if you'll excuse me, the member for Basildon hasn't had quite enough to drink.
Do you seriously think this charade will encourage any one of those rebel backbenchers to vote on my side?
No, Prime Minister, but who knows? It might be hoped that they won't be in any condition to vote at all.
Sit down, George.
I can't, Caroline.
George.
I've got to get to Wembley.
George.
Something's going to happen tonight. I know it is.
I've just received a serious complaint about you from television.
From television? But I shared all my information with them.
According to them, BBC television news were told a pack of lies by you and as a result broadcast 3 minutes of utter rubbish.
Only 3. They're improving. Look, Caroline, they're television.
George!
You know what they're like.
I'm not happy.
If I ring them up and say you've got the wrong end of the stick, they'll say, great. Have we got a picture of the stick?
I'm not happy, George.
Hello, Steam Radio.
George, some news for you.
Oh, Frank, thank God. What's the score?
My lads have been going through Yale's correspondence. They found a letter from John Matthews, calling him a pervert who's besmirched his queen and country and ought to be removed from British politics.
And we know Matthews spoke to him in the car park. Thanks, Frank. That's useful. I suppose our murderer hasn't paid us a visit at this England match, too, by any chance?
No, nothing so far.
Madam Speaker, as Deputy Prime Minister, I'm winding up this debate on behalf of the government. And let me make this absolutely clear. I shall be voting with the government tonight, and I urge my honourable friends to do likewise.
Like hell you do, you treacherous swine.
We may be unhappy at the direction of government policy. We may feel it has taken a wrong turning and gone down the road marked Brussels. We may wish, Madam Speaker, to apply the brakes and drive back to the road called freedom, to an area called sovereignty, to a quiet, neighbourly street called Britain.
Get on with it.
But I say this is not the time to kick the driver out of the car. We in Britain drive with the proud petrol of patriotism, lubricating the carburettors of confidence.
Sit down, you cunning, conniving, duplicitous bastard.
I think my supporters liked it, Prime Minister.
I think some of your supporters seem to be missing, old boy. I wonder where they can have got to.
Great result, eh, Super?
It certainly was.
England 2, France 0. That's what we want.
Stuff of football, Constable. Murderer 0, Jefferson 1. That's the only result I'm interested in.
Well, perhaps murdering that MP was World Cup with his final fling.
I want one last check of this stadium, and then home.
Where are Norman, Borman and Gorman? They're my most loyal supporters.
I don't know.
The motion is that this House has no confidence in the European policy of Her Majesty's government. As many as are of that opinion will say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. No. I think the ayes have it. Clear the lobbies.
Great speech, John. But where are my supporters?
Ready, Max?
When you are.
Right, we're just doing the Harry Davis interview, then it's you.
Okay.
My lads are the fittest in this World Cup. They don't smoke, they don't drink.
Right, it's 30 seconds of Harry Davis to go, studio,
That's
then
what
Max Parker live.
I've cleaned up English football. Weeded out the slackers, the layabouts. That's why we're getting results.
Cue Harriet.
The England football manager, Harry Davis. And now with his thoughts, our special sports correspondent, Max Parker.
England have won.
We're interrupting that report,
Well, really?
and we're going to the House of Commons for the result of the confidence vote.
The ayes to the right, 310. The noes to the left, 311. The ayes to the right, 310. The noes to the left, 311. The noes have it.
And the government have survived the confidence motion by one vote. 6 MPs thought to be the opponents of the Prime Minister were absent from the debate. Back to the studio.
Tonight's other headlines. England have beaten France 2-0 in the Soccer World Cup. Police chiefs have praised the behaviour of both sets of supporters. Meanwhile, police have been summoned to a violent disturbance at 10 Downing Street. There are no further details at present. BBC Radio News.
Well done, Prime Minister.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Crispin.
Congratulations, Prime Minister. Phew, survival.
Crispin, what happened at Downing Street?
Well, the drink flowed, the radical poetry flowed, but unfortunately things became a little violent.
Violent?
Norman and Borman took exception to a poem of Toxic Tease entitled Kill the Tory Bastards, and then the member for Thurrock made a most challenging suggestion about the proper role of feminist novelists in contemporary society, and then the Germans arrived.
Oh dear.
I could have sworn I told the catering staff not to serve beef sandwiches.
What?
It was when they all started throwing glasses at each other that I really felt there was no option but to lock the door, to keep journalists out, you understand?
And to keep the rebel MPs in. Oh, Crispin, you're a genius.
We won the vote and lived to fight another day. That's what matters, Prime Minister.
George,
George, I thought you'd gone ages ago.
How many times, Caroline, have my hunches led to this newsroom getting ahead of the game? I don't know. I felt sure the killer was going to strike tonight.
Well, even you can make a mistake, George. Oh, and even editors have to sleep. If I were you, I'd do the same.
What's this coming through?
Oh, leave it till tomorrow, George.
Oh, dear.
What?
It's a good thing some of us around here aren't part-time workers.
What does it say?
For the attention of George Cragge. He's on his way to Wembley. He will not be moved. World Cup Willie.
World Cup Willie?
It's all right, Caroline. You go on home to bed. Some of us have got a murder to investigate.
In the Balance was written by Mark Tavener and starred Michael Williams, Barry Foster, Peter Woodthorpe, Jim Carter, Jeremy Clyde, Robert Bathurst, Susie Brown, Christian Rodska and Joanna Munro. And also featured Johan Meredith, Chris Pavlo, Kim Wall, Tracy Ann Oberman and Harriet Cass. The music was composed by Paul Mottram. In the Balance was produced by Paul Schlesinger.
In the Balance by Mark Tavener, starring Michael Williams as George Cragge and Barry Foster as Detective Chief Inspector Frank Jefferson.
Edit that down to about 30 seconds.
OK.
Keep leading on the murders and see if there's any update from Downing Street on the confidence vote.
Right, George. Good bulletins this morning, everyone, from what I heard in the car.
Good morning, Caroline.
I take it you're not expecting to interview anyone important today, George?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, journalists from BBC Radio News don't normally show up looking like they've been dragged through a hedge backwards. Too hungover to shave, were we?
I would have washed and shaved, Caroline, if I hadn't been here all night. There's been another murder, in case you hadn't noticed.
So who's been doing all the bulletins?
George, is the senior journalist here?
You've been following up a murder story and editing bulletins.
Sorry I couldn't fit in a shave as well.
Shall I go out and come in again?
Oh, no need for that. Just go out and don't come in again.
Look, is there any chance you could hold the fort for a bit longer?
What?
Well, I've got to go straight into a meeting.
Oh, fine. You trot off to your little meeting. The professionals will stay here and get the news on the air.
I'll buy you lunch later, OK?
All right, we've got a new lead. Editor offers to buy lunch. A nation is stunned. Can I listen to my piece from the earlier bulletin?
Sure.
See if we can edit it down for the 9 o'clock. Police have confirmed that the Earl of Battersea, a 47-year-old Liberal member of the Lords, is the latest victim of the so-called World Cup killer. He was found in a storage cupboard at Baker Street tube station around midnight. The cause of death was stabbing. The Earl of Battersea was president of the strongly pro-European pressure group Fast Forward to Federalism. Cut it there.
OK.
I'll do a longer piece in time for the World at One. Now, have we heard anything from Downing Street?
But, Prime Minister, we survived the confidence motion. Victory by one vote is still victory.
Not to judge by this morning's newspapers, Crispin. The ICM poll in The Guardian puts us 35 points behind the Labour Party. Its editorial actually refers to me as the Prime Monster.
It is The Guardian, Prime Minister.
And is this a printing error? With a major Euro summit approaching, perhaps the country would be better led by the Deputy Prime Minister, John Matthews. That's the Telegraph.
Oh, dear.
Look at the tabloids. Sling your hook. Take an early bath. Freddie Starr ate my parliamentary majority.
One can't take any notice of the tabloids, Prime Minister.
You're my chief political advisor, Crispin. Advise me.
Well, I rather think the time has come for a startling new initiative, Prime Minister.
Yes?
And I'll try to think of one.
George Cragge?
You look surprised.
I think
I'm entitled, as Director of Personnel, to ask after the conduct of an employee, don't you? Particularly one who's caused the BBC so much embarrassment.
Well, he's doing very well, sir.
Very well.
In fact, I'd say he's been a revelation ever since he came back to the newsroom. He's currently engaged in a murder inquiry, and he's excelling himself. In fact,
Caroline, I do hope there hasn't been a communication problem here.
I'm sorry?
I thought I'd made everything clear. I wanted Cragge back in the newsroom in order to give him enough rope to hang himself.
I see. Well, all I can say, speaking as his editor, is that he's a very fine journalist. And a damn hard-working one. And as for giving him enough rope to hang...
A fine journalist, my dear girl. You're talking about a man who's attracted more complaints than the entire works of Dennis Potter.
I know.
This so-called hard-working journalist just so happens to have been disciplined 35 times for offences ranging from, what? Swearing on air, ignoring editorial orders... And look here, March 95 at 22:15 in a lift in Broadcasting House. Whilst under the influence of alcohol, George Cragge exposed his bare buttocks to Esther Ranson. Esther Ranson?
Well...
I have absolutely no personal axe to grind in trying to get him sacked.
Of course not.
I merely wish to preserve the reputation of the BBC.
Of course.
This is a difficult time for all of us, Caroline. A time when everything at the corporation is uncertain. Even, I have to say, for an editor such as yourself. There is such a thing as excessive loyalty to one's staff, you know.
I think I understand what you're saying.
I'm sure you do.
Bridget Kendall from Washington.
So a major statement's expected from the PM, but nobody knows what it is.
Yep.
OK, well, keep an eye on it.
George!
I wish I could get on with this murder story.
Well, nothing new on it, George?
Well, there won't be whilst I'm stuck here, will there? Ah, Caroline, at last.
Hello, George.
All right if I get back on the case now, is it?
Yes, of course it is.
Oh, by the way, don't forget you're buying me lunch today.
What?
Can we make it Scribes West in Kensington? I'm a member, so I can get cleaned up there and have a shave. Is everything all right, Caroline?
Yes, of course. I look forward to it, George.
I know this is the fourth murder commissioner, but... Well, I can assure you every officer on the murder team is exploring every possible avenue. No stone is being left unturned. Yes, sir, even the very little stones. Of course.
Sounds like the top brass are leaning on you, Frank.
They want a quick result. If there's one word that's going to get the governors at Scotland Yard screaming in their prams, it's serial killer.
That's 2 words, Frank.
Well, I'm off to the Lords. Find out what I can about the latest victim. Any luck, this time tomorrow, I'll have all I need to nail my prime suspect.
So you still think the killer's the Deputy Prime Minister?
I know you're sceptical, George, but look at the facts. Our maniac's killed a leading industrialist, a parliamentary lobbyist, and now a member of the House of Lords, all keen supporters of European Union.
So you think the killer's a fanatical English
John
nationalist?
Matthews hates Europe. And what's more, he's had access as a VIP to one of the murder scenes. See you later.
I'm coming with you.
No, sorry, George. Things are getting critical. No room for the press.
We'll soon see about that.
Ah, Crispian, how's it going?
The initiative is essentially in embryonic form, Prime Minister.
Are you saying you haven't got a clue?
Oh, by no means.
Well, come and have a listen to this. My esteemed deputy is giving an interview. Let's see what we're up against.
Party members. Mr. Matthews, why did you choose leadership as your theme?
Well, I think the country in general, and party members in particular, have been concerned by the feeling of drift at the top, by a sense that we're in government, but not in charge.
Obviously, that's the criticism of the Prime Minister.
Oh, no, it's not a criticism. Obviously, I fully support the Prime Minister.
Judas!
But look at it this way. In a matter of weeks, this country will be hosting a major European summit. Are we going to be a proud, sturdy, independent Britain? Or are we going to be submersed under a monolithic, bureaucratic European superstate?
Are you going to put yourself forward for leadership?
Of course he is, the traitor.
That's pure media speculation. I can foresee no circumstances in which I would be prepared to answer that question.
John Matthews, thank you. The Deputy Prime Minister speaking to us there from the radio car outside Downing Street.
Outside Downing Street? Do you mean the traitor's been knifing me outside my own front window?
Prime Minister, no.
You bastard!
Hello, Prime Minister!
You swine! You two-timing, backstabbing...
Lip-smacking.
Lip-smacking...
Thirst quenching.
Oh, shut up, Chris.
I think I'm still on air, Prime Minister.
Well, I don't care if you're on steroids, matey. Oh, God. Crispian, we're on air.
There's a George Cragge to see you, Chief Clerk. I've put him in the tea room. I have to say, his appearance is a trifle eccentric.
Young man, after 25 years in the House of Lords, nothing strikes me as eccentric.
He says he's from the BBC, but he looks like a down and out. There he is.
Good morning. Good Lord.
Yeah, sorry, mate. It's been a hard night.
Yes, well, I understand you wish to ask me about Lord Battersea. As you can imagine, we're all deeply distressed by his murder, so...
I appreciate how everyone must feel, but... look, are you sure it's all right to talk here? We're not going to disturb that old chap, are we?
Oh, no, sir. That's the Labour leader in the House of Lords. We won't disturb him. He's reading a Labour Party policy document.
So, this Battersea. I'm told he was very involved in the group Fast Forward to Federalism. Wasn't he their president?
Honorary president.
So he wasn't much involved in politics.
There were some issues in which he took an interest. He liked to think of himself, Mr. Cragge, as a man of the people. He rather shunned his title. He preferred people to call him plain Reg Battersea.
Reg?
He considered it more democratic than Reginald St. Ledger, Earl of Battersea.
I think he was right. Being a man of the people, did he travel much on the tube?
Oh, very much so. Now, transport, that was an issue he did take an interest in. He opposed the introduction of wheel clamps because you can't fit them to a Rolls-Royce. He regarded that as discrimination against the working classes.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, that was typical of him, really. Very well-meaning, but George? Perhaps a little idiosyncratic.
George!
Oh. Hello, mate. I thought you might show up.
What are you doing here, George? I thought I told you to leave me to
Don't
it.
worry, Frank. I'm just getting a profile of the victim, that's all.
Yeah? Well, you can save your breath, because from what I've heard, the Earl was completely off his bonce. Perhaps I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but it sounds as if he was your typical dizzy-brained, Hampstead, lefty git.
How dare you?
What?
Frank, this is the chief clerk to the House of Lords. He's very distressed about the Earl's murder.
Oh. Yeah, well, I'm sure he had his good points when you got to know him.
Indeed, sir. Well, if you gentlemen will excuse me.
Brilliant. Just as I was developing a rapport.
After I told you to keep away.
I'm a crime correspondent, Frank. What do you expect? Blimey, who's rattled your case this morning?
Who do you think rattled my case this morning? The Commissioner didn't call me for nothing, George. If I don't catch this nutter before he kills again, it's going to be early retirement for yours truly, which is why I don't need you getting in the way of my inquiries, all right? All right?
Oh, Frank, I love it when you get all masterful.
John, press release from Brussels.
This should be good.
The Euro summit to be held in London in 2 weeks' time will press for full monetary union, and a warning has been issued to Britain to just get up or get out.
Excellent.
It's terrible news.
No, dear chap. The Prime Minister will make a statement. Britain must get on the train, otherwise we'll miss the boat. The usual stuff.
Yes?
As Deputy Prime Minister, I will express the true feelings of the party and the country about this latest Euro insanity, and that I am offering myself as a candidate to provide the necessary leadership.
You'll try to force a leadership election?
I think you'll find by the end of this afternoon that John Matthews is an idea whose time has come.
Crispin, it's brilliant. It's
a startling new initiative, Prime Minister.
Crispin, I am duly startled. We must make a major statement.
I've taken the liberty, Prime Minister.
Oh, this is excellent, Crispin. I don't think Matthews will like this much, do you? This must be the biggest U-turn in British political history.
How's the mirror, Steve?
Still keeping me in drink, I'm pleased to say.
How do you reckon England's chances then?
Well, pretty good. Look over there.
Gary Davis?
Yeah, the England manager himself. Every day he brings the entire team in here, feeds them on lettuce and mineral water and takes them back to the training ground.
It's moral character that wins much, body love.
Here, George, is that lovely lady over there with you? She looks like she's getting a bit impatient.
Yes, that's my boss, mate. Buy me lunch.
Come on, George.
I better go and join her. Yeah. Excuse me, 2 mineral waters coming through. Hey, sorry, Caroline. I got a bit tied up at the bar.
Look, we need to have a bit of a chat.
I'm just going to say hello at the next table.
George, we need to talk.
All right, just hang on, flick it away. You know what
Mary!
I mean? Oh, George, how goes it?
Keeping the players on the straight and narrow?
Big match tomorrow, man.
Yeah, is it true that Danny Mole's injured? We can't do without our star striker, you know.
He'll be fit for tomorrow, lad.
George!
Right. I'll see you, Harry.
Take care, mate. Sure.
Remember, I was only saying hello to some friends, Caroline.
I'm sorry, but...
I don't suppose you have many of those when you're an editor, do you? Sorry. Now, what do you want to talk to me about? You look as if you're about to fire me.
Let's just order our food first, shall we?
And how long were you the late Earl's secretary, Miss Sumner?
About 5 years, Superintendent.
Well, as you know, his body was found in a cupboard at a... in a cupboard at a tube station.
Oh, yes. He may have been a millionaire, but he prided himself on being a man of the people.
Yeah, with a bloody great house in Hampstead. Oh, sorry, madam. Well, if you want to cry, you cry. Yes, we in the police force are trained in counselling techniques. We know the importance of letting people grieve. The only problem is I haven't got all day.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Superintendent.
Well, that's better. Now, did he have any special reason for travelling on the tube yesterday?
Oh, yes, he did. He was very excited about it. He was going to a football match. He'd never been to one before.
Was that a spur-of-the-moment decision?
Oh, no. Someone phoned him up and invited him. They were to meet at Baker Street and go on to Wembley.
Yeah. I don't suppose you'd have any idea who it was?
No, but I know it was someone... He distinctly said someone very important had invited him to a football match and they were to sit together in the Royal Box.
Yeah. I don't suppose the Earl had any contact that you know of with the Deputy Prime Minister?
I can't imagine them moving in the same circle, Superintendent.
No.
I tell you what, though, I do have his diary. Would that be helpful?
Yes, madam, it might be very helpful indeed.
Now, let me get this straight. The only reason they let me back into the newsroom was so I'd give them a reason to get rid of me once and for all.
Basically, yes.
And because the BBC's going by what's it?
By media.
Because of that, they don't need a crime correspondent in radio as well as telly.
No.
So they're going to keep one and tell the other one, here's a little extra something in your pay packet. It's your P45.
That's the plan.
Well, it's obvious it's bye-bye, George, and you're party to all this.
George, if I agreed with it, I wouldn't be telling you about it, would I? Look, all our jobs are in danger. I understand how you must feel, especially when you've been making such an effort. Just keep it up, that's all.
You just said the management put me in the newsroom expecting me to cock things up.
You'll just have to confound their expectations, won't you?
Statement! The Prime Minister!
Shut up, David. Oh, John, so you were going to be late. Oh, no, I think I'm going to enjoy this.
With permission, Madam Speaker, I wish to make a statement about the European Summit, which we are about to host in 2 weeks' time. Now, my right honourable friend, the Deputy Prime Minister, has called for leadership. I must say I think this must be the first example of a rat attempting to leave a ship on which the rat himself is the captain's deputy. But he asks for leadership. Well, very well. Let me make this clear. At the summit, I will tell our European partners this. Under my leadership, Britain is fully prepared to leave the European Union. Unless the following terms are met.
You just can't.
A 50% reduction in staffing levels in Brussels. A 50% reduction in the number of directives issued by Brussels. And, Madam Speaker, a 50% reduction in the number of futile, useless Euro summits wasting the precious time of those of us with sovereign nation-states to govern.
Order!
Well, I'm buggered.
Yes, John. I rather think you are.
They're not getting rid of me that easily, don't you worry.
Well, cheer up. We may be on the verge of a breakthrough.
Oh, so you're sharing things with me again, are you, Frank? I thought I was getting in the way of your inquiry.
Sorry, mate. Let's just say the pressure was getting to me.
So what did you get from the Earl's personal secretary?
This is his diary for the night before the murder. Listen. Jay rang and wants us to make up. We're meeting tomorrow. Now, if that isn't evidence, I don't know what is.
Evidence of what? That he knew somebody whose name starts with J? Come off it, Frank.
This is 2 weeks ago. Had Jay to dinner, a dreadful evening. Sometimes Jay's attitudes are appalling.
Jay's attitudes are appalling? Superintendent Jefferson, your attitudes are appalling. I arrest you for murder.
Oh, George, this could be the most vital clue we've come across.
You're obsessed with John Matthews. What about our other suspects?
When you've seen life like I've seen it, you get to have feelings about people. Now, you take my brother.
Oh, my God.
He runs a chip shop in Plaistow. Now, you give my brother 2 bits of haddock and he'll tell you, that bit's good, that's a bad one. Just by looking at him.
And none of the customers have touched his haddock in years. If you're so certain about this, you get on to Matthews.
All right, I will.
I think it's time I had a word with the Prime Minister's advisor.
What, Crispin, Trent?
Incidentally, Frank, you haven't forgotten how these murders coincide with England football matches, have you?
Oh, don't say that, George. They're playing again tomorrow night.
Exactly.
Well, that was all extremely satisfactory, Crispin.
One likes to be on the winning side, Prime Minister.
Oh, the look on John Matthews' face. I shall treasure it for the rest of my career.
I think we should be prepared for some sort of response, Prime Minister. Matthews isn't the sort of man to take this lying down.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be ready for him. Now, what's on the agenda?
Well, you're doing interviews for The Times, The Telegraph, The Guardian, ITN, and a major set piece on Newsnight.
Oh. And what's Matthews doing?
Oh, unfortunately, he's representing the government at the football match. Puts him at a slight disadvantage in terms of rapid response, wouldn't you say?
Excellent, Crispin, excellent.
You have no objection to me attending the match, I take it?
You're developing an unwholesome interest in football, aren't you, Crispin?
I think the England matches could have a crucial bearing on our fortunes, Prime Minister. One way or the other.
Oh, well, go right ahead. As a matter of fact, if you wouldn't mind, you could take my wife. Football matches are about the only functions I can persuade Joe to attend nowadays.
Damn the Prime Minister. You know you can count on my support. But if the Prime Minister's going to give us leadership like this, well, perhaps you need a new initiative of your own, John.
Oh, I'll do something. Don't you worry.
Sir?
Oh, my God, it's Inspector Morse. My dear Superintendent.
Mr. Matthews.
Yeah, I'll see you later, John.
You know, I think this is almost beginning to constitute police harassment. What is it this time?
The Earl of Battersea, sir, the latest murder victim.
Not somebody I've ever come across, I'm afraid. Wasn't he a liberal or something?
Are you quite sure you didn't know him, sir? Never had dinner with him? He wouldn't have mentioned you in his diary.
Quite sure, Superintendent. Who was he?
He was a strong pro-European, sir, just like the other victims.
And am I on a mission to slaughter everyone who differs from my political opinions? Well, yes, I suppose I am. Aha! I have an alibi, Superintendent. There was a no-confidence vote in the House of Commons last night. I spoke in the debate.
But you didn't speak till 9:30, sir. The murder is thought to have occurred some time before that.
I was at Westminster all evening.
Easy trip up to Baker Street, sir. No one would have missed you in a crowded House of Commons.
I'm the Deputy Prime Minister. Does it strike you as likely that I could commit a murder on a busy tube station without being recognised?
It does sound implausible, but you're forgetting one thing, sir.
And what would that be? Motive? Evidence?
My nose.
What?
Sometimes in this business, sir, my nose tells me you've found him.
Oh, my God.
And when it does, sir, I know that one day I'll have him. It may not be today,
Superintendent.
It may not be tomorrow, but one day I'll have him.
I'm afraid I have to go and prepare a speech. I do hope we can resume this little chat. I'm beginning to treasure our meetings together. They'll lighten my darkest moments in the years ahead. In Downing Street.
Prime Minister, are you or are you not a clapped-out old has-been on top of the extinct volcano that is your government?
Crispin, how dare you?
I'm pretending to be Jeremy Paxman, Prime Minister.
Well, don't pretend with such enthusiasm.
Well, Prime Minister, he's the toughest interviewer in the country. You must practice. Try this one. Isn't it true that your backbenchers are saying, why doesn't the old fool totter off to Lords and watch the cricket?
That is a disgraceful question.
But they are saying it, Prime Minister.
Crispin!
This is the sort of reply you could make. Mr. Paxman, some people might say that the tone of that question is all too typical of the BBC's biased approach in these serious matters. But happily, I'm not amongst them. If I may quote one of my predecessors, I like fast bowling, you can make runs of it. Now, let me turn to the substance, if any, of your question.
But that's a load of verbose, meaningless twaddle. Everybody will have forgotten what the question was.
Precisely. Oh, and another thing, keep getting his name wrong. It'll throw him completely. Keep calling him, my dear Mr. Taxman. Patronising.
I'm so sorry, Prime Minister. There's a George Cragge from the BBC to see Mr. Trent.
Oh, I'd forgotten all about him. Prime Minister, may I use the inner office? I'm sure this won't take long.
What? Oh, yes, do.
Mr. Cragge, do come in. I'm Crispin Trent, and have you met the Prime Minister?
No, honoured to meet you, sir. How are you?
Come off it, Caxton. That is a totally unfair question.
What? The Prime Minister's rehearsing.
Oh, right.
Shall we go through? Keep at it, Prime Minister.
Oh. Some people...
You're very honoured, Mr. Cragge. We don't usually have scribblers here in the inner sanctum. You sit down.
I'm sure this won't take a moment.
Mr. Cragge. What's all this about?
It's about murder, sir.
Really? How fascinating.
And what I'd like to know...
I'm sorry to disturb you, but the Prime Minister's wife is waiting. I understand you're escorting her to Wembley?
I am indeed. Tell her I'll just be one moment.
Right, sir.
Now, Mr. Cragge, where were we? Oh, yes. Murder.
Kevin Connolly on 6 with a piece for the bulletin. Kevin Connolly
This
on
is
6
just an
with a
on
piece
PA
for the
for you,
bulletin.
Max.
Danny Mole is fit to play. Is this in code?
Danny Moore is England's leading goal scorer, Max. It means he'll be playing against Portugal.
Max, shouldn't you be at the match?
I'm preparing myself mentally for the task ahead, Caroline.
Has anyone seen George, by the way?
He was doing an interview at Downing Street and then going on to Wembley from there.
Oh, so that's how he responds to our little chat, is it? By going to watch football?
The last 2 England matches have coincided with murders, Caroline.
You know, Crispin Trent gave me 10 minutes of his time, kept getting interrupted, and ended up telling me not to be ridiculous. Come on, England!
George, I've got us into the royal box so we could keep an eye on the suspects. Now behave yourself.
Only 2 minutes to go, Frank. If it stays 1-0, England are in the quarter-finals. What was that, McManaman?
George, behave!
All right. How did you get on with Matthews?
Oh, same as you did with Trent. They're making fools of us, George. Still, at least, we can see both Trent and Matthews from here.
And the Prime Minister's wife?
They haven't moved since they were introduced to the teams.
Come on, ref, let's have the whistle. Why did they take off Danny Moore? He'd have made the game safe by now.
Hold on, I'm being paged. I told them to wait till the match was over.
What does it say?
Oh, my God. Look.
Come on, Frank. We'd better get down to the dressing room fast.
Good evening. Prime Minister, surely what your backbenchers are saying is, why doesn't the old fool totter off to Lord's and watch cricket?
Oh, let's face it, Claxon, old boy.
Claxon.
You know, some people might think the tone of that question is a classic example of BBC bias. But happily, I am not amongst them. I like fast bowling. You can make runs off it.
But you've just done the biggest U-turn on Europe since Harold Wilson.
Oh, come, Mr. Hanna, really?
It's Paxman.
Oh, Vincent, you must learn to distinguish a U-turn from a sober, hard-headed adjustment of policy in the light of events.
Haven't you just done a crude tactical manoeuvre to beat off a challenge from the Deputy Prime Minister John Matthews?
Well, there you go again, Sir Robin. I think your viewers know that this government is not afraid to take tough decisions. And, can I say this?
I'm so sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt you there, Prime Minister. We've got an urgent newsflash.
I was just beginning to enjoy myself. What's the matter? Afraid to pick on somebody your own size?
I'm going to have to leave it there, Prime Minister, I'm afraid, and go live to Wembley Stadium, where we join George Cragge, the crime correspondent of BBC Radio.
Just a few moments ago, the English footballer Danny Moore was found dead in the England dressing room here at Wembley. This tragic blow comes as supporters celebrate a great England victory. But the man who scored England's winning goal against Portugal tonight has died suddenly, and senior police officers have not disputed my use of the term murder. This is George Cragge for BBC Radio, and television, with the news from Wembley. The World Cup killer has murdered Danny Moore.
In the Balance was written by Mark Tavener and starred Michael Williams, Barry Foster, Peter Woodthorpe, Jim Carter, Jeremy Clyde, Robert Bathurst, Susie Brann, Christian Rodska and Geoffrey Whitehead. It also featured Joan Meredith, Chris Pavlo, Tracy Ann Oberman, Shirley Dixon and Keith Wickham. The music was composed by Paul Mottram. In the Balance was script edited by Scott Cherry and produced by Paul Schlesinger.
In the Balance by Mark Tavener. Starring Michael Williams as George Cragge and Barry Foster as Detective Chief Inspector Frank Jefferson.
All right, Max, we're ready to record your piece. Is George with you?
Yes, right here, Caroline.
Good. We'll do your crime piece after Max. In 3, Max. 1, 2...
England today is a country deep in shock. The flags are at half-mast, and so are the dreams of a nation.
Oh, my God.
Football's coming home, they said. It's coming home. They never told us it would be arriving in a coffin.
Eat your heart out, David Dimbleby.
Danny Mole, the jewel of English football, has been brutally murdered. England reached the quarter-finals of the World Cup last night. Today, it seemed hardly to matter. Bottles of champagne were popped. Today, they're stale, flat, and half-drunk.
And so are you.
Now look, George.
We seem to be getting some interference, Max.
The interference is from the BBC's crime correspondent. He's trying to put me off.
I'm not trying to put him off. I haven't heard anything like this in 30 years of journalism. Carry on, Max.
I won't say another word.
At Wembley Stadium, school children, truant but reverent, drop their flowers, quietly weeping. A newspaper headline fluttering in the doleful breeze seems to sum up the feelings of England. It says, Danny Moe, a nation weeps. Do you mind?
Sorry. But is it all right if we do some real journalism now?
Prime Minister, the Deputy Prime Minister is here.
Oh, good. Always a
Prime
pleasure.
Minister, I demand your resignation.
Of course you do. 3 times a week on current calculations, John Matthews demands PM's resignation, shock horror. Oh, what is it this time?
The murder of England's leading footballer is an outrage, a slur on this nation, an affront.
Matthews, I hardly think that even you can make a drama out of the death of a ghastly proletarian. Do we propose to make a drama out of it, Crispin?
Certainly not.
Prime Minister, the nation is in crisis.
Crisis?
What
crisis? What crisis?
I have to warn you, I will take whatever steps I consider appropriate.
Really? How does the man expect to become Prime Minister by seeing a catastrophe around every corner? Let's have Radio 4 on. Right. I bet the Daily Communist programme scarcely mentions the event.
The Times says yesterday's murder is a national tragedy. And in the opinion of the Daily Telegraph, the murder of a young footballer is profoundly symptomatic of a deep-seated national malaise.
Ooh.
Whilst the Guardian declares, we shall not see his bike again.
And that concludes our review of the papers. Now we're going back to Wembley Stadium, where our crime correspondent, George Cragge, has the latest.
Police have established that Danny Mole's death here at Wembley Stadium was due to poisoning, but they've given no further details. Meanwhile, it's emerged that if the nation is mourning the star's death, the same is not true of his teammates. Danny Mole was adored by millions, but deeply disliked by many who actually knew him. This is George Cragge for BBC News in the police incident room at Wembley Stadium.
So they all hated him, did they, George?
Yeah, looks like it. You know the chant the supporters were all singing last night?
What, give him the ball, he scores a goal. Danny Mole?
In the dressing room, it's give him a bung. He'll sell you his soul, Danny Mole.
But he was on 30 grand. What did he need to go rigging games for?
Why be on 30 grand when you can be on 50? Oh, before I forget, Frank, did the killer leave a note again?
Yeah, in the victim's football boot, George. Yeah.
One corpse at Wembley. There's only one corpse at Wembley. Yours in sport, World Cup Willie. Cocky swine.
We know all the previous victims were involved in politics and very pro-Europe. But a footballer...
It's the same killer, Frank. The note tells us that. And all our suspects were there. The Prime Minister's wife...
John Matthews is our man.
But he was in the royal box. He didn't move the whole match.
But he moved before the match, didn't he?
Eh?
He met the players and shook hands with them.
He was a national hero, Prime Minister. He just scored England's winning goal in a World Cup match.
Yeah, but his death has driven our European initiative off the front pages.
Then we must get it back on the front pages.
What do you suggest, Crispin?
A tour of the major European capitals.
Come again?
We put Britain's case to our European partners, secure the maximum support for our proposals, and return home to a grateful nation. And a grateful party, which is more to the point.
Ah, yes. Yes, of course. Brilliant.
Is this Danny Mole's locker?
That's the one, Superintendent. Your boys were round here earlier taking fingerprints.
So, it's Italy in the quarter-finals, Harry. Yeah. I wouldn't fancy that if I were England manager.
Criminals and pansies.
Who win matches.
Nothing there.
Are you looking for something in particular, Superintendent?
Did Danny Mole have heart trouble at all?
Not at all. He was a spoilt, overpaid young brat, didn't have a heart.
Very compassionate.
Why do you ask, Frank?
Bottle of digitalis was found in his bag. It's a heart drug. And our pathologist's initial report confirms traces of it in the body.
Given by syringe?
Presumably.
So have you found a needle mark or a bruise?
He just played a football match, man. He was covered in bruises.
Which is making our job all the harder. Well, I appreciate your help, Mr. Davis.
Yeah. Good luck in the match, mate.
Oh, I don't need luck, George. Not now I've got every one of my players toxin-free.
You what?
I haven't let them have so much as a cup of tea, man. I'm telling you, George, my players are as pure as the driven snow.
But snow doesn't win football matches, Harry.
Yeah, we'll soon see about that.
Right, George. I'm off to see Matthews.
Yeah, I bet you can't wait.
As long as I'm in charge of this case, I'm not having somebody murdering their way to becoming Prime Minister.
With permission, Madam Speaker, I wish to make a statement about the deplorable tragedy that occurred last night at Wembley Stadium. I was present at last night's event. Immediately before the kick-off, I shook the hand of the young man who was later to be so tragically struck down. This morning, I saw the Prime Minister. It pains me to have to tell the House that his response was, "Crisis? What crisis?" The Prime Minister then informed me that he was too busy to address this House. Too busy! And as we speak, the Prime Minister is at Heathrow. Good riddance! He has gone to resolve our problems with our European partners and to assert Britain's right to determine her own future. Some might think that at this, of all times, when we have been shamed in the eyes of the world, he has chosen an improbable moment. But I wish him every success.
Why did I choose you? Come in.
Good morning, madam. I have a message for you from the Prime Minister.
I don't believe it. My husband sent his minion to deliver the anniversary card.
I'm sorry? Did you mention an anniversary card?
Yes.
Why?
Well, because 30 years ago today, Crispin, my husband said, "I will."
Ah.
It was the last time he's ever made a positive decision. If he could have done, he'd have put it to a referendum.
This is most embarrassing.
Oh, God, he's forgotten, hasn't he? He's forgotten it's our anniversary.
Madam, am I right in thinking that you were expecting to see your husband at some point today?
See him? Well, having endured 30 years of constituency cheese and wine parties with cheesy people who whine a lot, and having suffered 30 years of diplomatic evenings with people who make me want to declare war, and having sacrificed just about everything that made life worthwhile for the sake of my husband's career, I would say yes, I am expecting to see him.
The thing is, madam, there's a slight problem.
He'll be late for dinner.
In a very real sense, yes.
He's in an emergency cabinet?
Not as such, no. He's in Belgium.
Belgium?
On vital national business.
Did you say Belgium?
He is the Prime Minister, madam.
Oh, God.
I have to say, David, I could get rather used to this office.
It's not usual for an acting Prime Minister to move into number 10, you know. The PM's only going to be gone for another few days.
But these are exceptional circumstances, David. After all, I shall be in permanent residence before long. Now, I don't think I care for these curtains, do you? I fancy something red, white and blue.
I do think you should wait until you've signed the lease, so to speak.
Now, to prime ministerial business.
Before you start signing papers, there's a Superintendent Jefferson to see you.
Oh, the little man from Scotland Yard. Very well.
Yeah, come in, Superintendent.
Deputy Prime Minister?
Acting Prime Minister.
Oh, so you're acting now, are you, sir? Well, take my advice, don't give up the day job.
Oh, very droll, Superintendent. Tell me, what happens to police officers who fail to solve murder cases? Do they have to give up the day job?
We'll have to hope that I catch him then, won't we?
Indeed we will.
And that's why I'm here, sir.
Of course it is. Well, who benefits? Isn't that what you chaps ask on these occasions?
I don't need you to tell me.
Well, now, let's see. The murder of one of our best-known sporting personalities in front of a worldwide audience. What do you think the effects might be? A crisis of law and order, demands for change at the top, perhaps even a new Prime Minister.
That thought had occurred to me.
I'm sure. And have you got any evidence to convict me yet?
Not as yet, sir, no.
Well, keep trying. Now, let me show you out.
I've still got one or two more questions, actually, Mr. Matthews.
Well, when I've closed the door, you can knock on it and say, "Oh, one last thing, sir, and by the way, my wife, Mrs. Colombo, is a big fan of yours." Isn't that what happens?
Well, not really, sir, no. You see, my wife, Mrs. Jefferson, thinks you're a complete prat.
A burden I shall struggle to bear with fortitude.
You know what really puzzles me? Why a footballer? I mean, all the others were political.
Baffling, isn't it?
Still, I'll get there. Yeah, it's funny you mentioning my wife.
I'm sorry I don't meet with her approval.
She's a very good judge of character. When I met her, she was a bus conductor in East Ham.
Really?
Jefferson, she used to say, it may be a humble job, but it teaches you human nature. You can always tell the ones who mean to get off without pain.
How perfectly fascinating.
And I'll tell you what, sir, whoever did these murders isn't going to get off without pain. Don't you worry.
And the main headline again. A memorial service for the murdered footballer Danny Mole will be held at Wembley later today, before England's latest World Cup match against Italy. Leading figures from the worlds of football, show business and politics are expected to attend. BBC Radio News.
Thanks, everybody. Good bulletin. Oh, we'll need an update on the PM for the next bulletin. George, can I have a word?
If you must.
You remember our discussion about your future in the newsroom?
Of course I do. You told me the management were hoping I'd make a monumental cock-up so they could sack me, but it hasn't worked, is it?
Your reporting's been fine, George. Fine? But this question of bimediality...
Oh, yes, of course. If they can't get rid of me, they'll merge my job with television and only keep one of us on.
Well, there was a meeting this morning.
Go on.
And the final decision about the crime correspondent position is being made in 2 weeks.
Now, what you're saying is the final decision's already been taken.
Well,
BBC News at noon. The Prime Minister looks set to return home empty-handed from his tour of European capitals. Here's our diplomatic correspondent.
It looks like a case of Royaume-Uni, nil point. Earlier today, I spoke to the German Chancellor who's leading the push for full European political union. I first asked him how confident he was of securing agreement for his plans.
All the member states have given us their support, except, of course, the British. The British want Europe to shy away from these vital decisions.
And what is your response to the British demands?
We have listened very carefully to the British proposals, and we say this. That... I'm sorry. The British proposals...
The German Chancellor.
Il prossimo volo per Milano è tra 5 minuti. The next flight to Milan...
Crispin!
leaves in
Oh,
5
thank God you're here.
minutes.
Any urgent messages?
A couple from the Middle East.
Yes?
A good luck telegram from the President of the United States.
Oh, that's...
And this.
Your marriage is finished, and so are you. Signed the mad cow.
It may be something to do with the fact that it's your 30th wedding anniversary, Prime Minister.
Is it really? Oh, is it really?
Apparently.
Oh, well, buy her a present. We're in Italy, get her something, well, Italian. The point is, Crispin, this visit is becoming a disaster.
Oh, I don't think we should give up just yet, do you? I have a hunch that the Prime Minister of Italy could turn out to be our strongest supporter.
But Italy is one of the main beneficiaries of Europe. They get billions from the EU.
That's exactly what I mean. I understand the Prime Minister of Italy's bank statements are extremely revealing. Perhaps you should ask him to explain them.
Bridget Kendall from Washington with a piece.
What the devil's all that, George?
Well, I'm just off to see John Matthews, Deputy Prime Minister and Prime Murder Suspect, and this is every cutting we've got on file, every speech he's ever made. He's a very strange man, Max.
Is he?
Listen, this is what he told the Telegraph. Why, of all places, did the Industrial Revolution start here in England? Because capitalism is uniquely suited to the genius and industry of the English people.
True.
He goes on to say, England, my England, gentle and tolerant, unbending and resolute, uniquely, ultimately, utterly alone. My England. People don't talk like that, do they, Max?
Only if they're mad as hatters, old boy.
Exactly. The man's a fanatic. Says here he was educated at Lancing College and Peterhouse. Starred first in history.
Oh, let's see.
And this... Hello? What's this?
George?
Well, what do you know? I think I've just found something that links our precious acting Prime Minister to the victims.
So, indications are, David, that not one single member state is prepared to back the Prime Minister.
That's what we're hearing, acting Prime Minister.
And what's the mood on the backbenches? How are your colleagues taking it?
I think it would be fair to say terminally.
Good. I think we can start thinking about those curtains now, don't you?
Yep, and other minor considerations, such as the shape of your cabinet, perhaps.
Don't worry, David. I shan't forget my friends. Cheers.
Cheers.
Now, where's the Prime Minister got left? Italy. I can't see him getting much change there, can you?
Zuppa. I'm sorry? Zuppa. Yes, it is. It is most enjoyable.
No, Prime Minister. Zuppa is the Italian for soup. Signor Leone's kitchen is reckoned to be the best of any Prime Minister in Europe. It's extraordinary that he can afford such magnificence. Isn't that so, Signor Leone?
You know, Prime Minister, when I look at the state of your British politics, I'm reminded that in Italy, when we say a man is dead, yes, we say he sleeps with the fishes. Have some fish.
Well, actually, you know, the Prime Minister was only saying to me this morning, weren't you, Prime Minister?
Was I?
That when he thinks of your future as Italian Prime Minister,
yes,
he's reminded that in our country the slang for dead is brown bread. Have some bread.
Thank you. Well, in our country, when a man is losing his grip, we say he's losing the soul of his party. Lemon soul, Prime Minister.
Oh, yes, please.
But let me tell you that in our country, Mr. Leone, when a man has lost the soul of his party, we say to that man, tartar sauce.
And in my country, when we say a man has been pan-fried, his squid ink and fennel,
yes,
we mean that he has been pan-fried, his squid ink and...
Prime Minister Leone, please, I haven't toured 14 European capitals in 3 days in order to talk about pan-fried squid ink and fennel.
I'm so sorry.
Now, Crispin.
Sir.
To business, please.
Signor Leone.
Signor Trente.
I wonder if you'd be good enough to cast your eye over these.
Bank statements?
In the name of Leone, Signor Leone. You see, in my country, we're just about to develop a new saying. I think it'll go something like, the Italian Prime Minister has pissed in his chips.
Some chips, Signor Leone.
Mr. Cragge, there's no secret about my ambition to lead the Tory party. It's hardly an ignoble ambition.
Oh, there's nothing ignoble about it, I grant you. Would I be right in saying you're a British patriot, Mr. Matthews?
I am an English nationalist, and I think you'll find that when the history of the 1990s is written, English nationalism will come to be seen as the prevailing zeitgeist, as it were. An intellectual joke, Mr. Cragge?
My intellect's wetting itself. Now, you read history at Peterhouse, Cambridge, under the legendary Michael Salisbury. First-class honours, I think.
A start first, actually.
You were a right little swot, weren't you? Even published a book while she was still a student. What was it called? There it is. Do Conservatives Think?
How kind of you to buy a copy.
I got it in a jumble sale, actually. And I read this essay in it about Winston Churchill.
Mr. Cragge, I agreed to meet a crime correspondent because I thought we were going to discuss law and order.
I won't keep you, Mr. Matthews. I just want to read this to you. In Churchill's case, it is interesting to ponder this. When a great nation is suffering from self-delusion and one man alone can see the truth with piercing clarity, what steps is that man justified in taking to save that nation from itself? Would even murder be justified if no other way existed for that man to reach his political summit?
A purely academic problem, Mr. Cragge.
You reckon? Well, you wanted me to ask you about law and order. James Yale, murder victim. The Earl of Battersea, murder victim. Do you know they were both contemporaries of yours at Cambridge?
So were thousands of others.
Oh, but you must remember those two, sir.
So?
They were both on the executive of the Cambridge Union the year you ran for president. You won, of course. But it was tragic what happened to your rival, wasn't it? Just remind me, acting Prime Minister. It was a car crash, wasn't it?
Mr. Cragge, this interview is now at an end. I will be speaking to your editor.
Have you ever heard of a drug called Digitalis, Mr. Matthews?
This interview is over.
Good for the heart. Except in toxic doses, of course. Then it overstimulates the heart, causing nausea and blurred vision. Could be a problem for somebody driving a car, couldn't it?
Good day.
Or for somebody racing about on a football field for 90 minutes.
Are you suggesting that I have been putting European Union grant money into my own bank account?
We are not suggesting it.
We are proving it.
Conclusively.
But, Prime Minister, please. I was selected to clean up Italian politics. If this should be made public, I am finished.
That's rather the way we saw it, isn't it, Crispin?
Of course, we did think of an alternative, didn't we, Prime Minister?
Didn't we think that if Signor Leone could see his way to supporting our position on Europe...
Then none of this need ever become public at all.
Really?
Yes, all you have to do is to support the British position against Europe, Prime Minister.
But that is blackmail of the crudest kind.
In a nutshell, Signor. Or on a meat hook, perhaps?
I should countenance such hypocrisy. What do I have to do?
You simply have to state publicly.
Very publicly.
That any future development of the European Union should fully respect the sovereignty and independence of the British people.
Well, I suppose that does not mean so very much.
It means that I get to stay on as Prime Minister.
And so do you.
You wouldn't believe this, George.
What?
They're going to parade Danny Mole's coffin down Wembley Way right into the stadium here. Then there's going to be a memorial service before the match against Italy. You'd think he was Winston Churchill or something.
That's footballers, Frank. They're more famous than politicians nowadays.
Speaking of politicians, any luck with Matthews?
I've got him badly rattled, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm right, Anna George. He's our boy.
I still think we're missing something. I tell you what, though, this occasion's tailor-made for the killer, whoever he is. All the top brass are going to be here.
Yeah, hold on. Superintendent Jefferson. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Bob, are you pulling my truncheon?
What is it, Frank?
The Pope.
He's playing centre forward for Italy.
He's at Heathrow.
He's what?
He's at Heathrow. The Pope is on his way to Wembley to attend a memorial service and address the young people of the world, and I've been asked to make sure he gets here and back safely.
The Pope? Bloody hell. Right, I want a special news team at Heathrow. I want live commentary on his cavalcade all the way to Wembley.
Caroline.
I want live coverage of the speech.
Caroline, we're covering the memorial service anyway. There's a news team already at Wembley.
Oh, I suppose there is, yes.
Now, are you in the market for a background colour piece?
Look, not just now, Max.
Oh.
I want somebody who can do sport and politics. Inverdale. Get Inverdale.
John Inverdale's already at Wembley. Caroline, calm down.
We better flash the news to listeners. Interrupt Radio 4 and Radio 5 live. Tell them the Pope's coming. Clear the schedule for the next 2 hours. Now, who's going to Heathrow?
Can I buy you a drink, madam?
Well, I'm supposed to be down there with the procession. Oh, on the other hand, why not? I'm Joe.
The Prime Minister's wife, I know. George Cragge. BBC Radio.
Ah.
Are you here representing your husband?
I'm here to watch the football match. Oh, and by the way, if you're going to smoke, use this.
Good God. What is it?
A Leaning Tower of Pisa ashtray.
So it is.
Today's my wedding anniversary. I was expecting champagne, the Prime Ministerial limo, and dinner at the Connaught. What I got was a Leaning Tower of Pisa ashtray with sorry scribbled on its bum.
Are you going down to the ceremony, or shall I get you that drink?
A gin and tonic.
Right.
Wait, George Cragge, you're the journalist covering the murders.
That's right. A gin and tonic and a Guinness, please, mate.
Right, sir.
Well, look, I might have a story for you.
Really?
Can we go somewhere quiet?
And as the cortege halts in the middle of the pitch, His Holiness the Pope descends from the papal helicopter and kisses the famous turf. The Pope, we understand, will be speaking in Latin, and we have with us Professor Dobbin of Lancaster University, who will provide a simultaneous translation.
Hello.
The Pontiff approaches the microphone.
Ave, Ave, Juvenis Mundi.
Hail, hail, young people of the world.
In sapientium vos ducere papam o fac me.
Make me, the Holy Father, lead you into wisdom.
Non intoxicata iniacenda sunt.
Do not inject yourself with drugs.
Non rumpius, non pumpius, non bestialum bunciendum.
Do not engage in unusual carnal practices.
Ave atque vade.
Hail and goodbye.
And a reverent silence descends over Wembley as the young people of the world digest the message. I can see the England manager, Harry Davis, himself a devout Catholic, standing with his team. I can see a group of Millwall supporters looking particularly pensive. And as His Holiness departs, we await now the England-Italy football match.
Now, great live broadcast, everybody. I want highlights packages for all the main bulletins. Well done. Well done, Max.
But I didn't do anything.
But you did it very well. For once in my life, I feel like a drink.
Good heavens. Put out the flags.
I paged George at Wembley saying I'd buy him a drink, but he hasn't got back.
He's probably fainted with shock, Caroline.
So, he left with the Prime Minister's wife.
I had a lot of drink orders, sir, but I seem to remember them going over there towards the conference room.
Oh, right.
But I'm sure...
What?
I'm pretty sure Mr. Cragge went into the gents about 10 minutes ago.
I knew it! I knew it! So, this is the new sober George Cragge, is it? Flat out on the carsy floor. Come on, George. Come on, you old lush. Come. George. But. My God. Sergeant. Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Get an ambulance. I think George Cragge's been murdered.
In the Balance was written by Mark Tavener and starred Michael Williams, Barry Foster, Peter Woodthorpe, Jim Carter, Jeremy Clyde, Robert Bathurst, Susie Bran, Christian Rodska, Joanna Munro and Giancarlo Ciccone. And also featured Ioan Meredith, Stephen Thorne and Peter Donaldson. The music was composed by Paul Mottram. In the Balance was script edited by Scott Cherry and produced by Paul Schlesinger.
In the Balance by Mark Tavener, starring Michael Williams as George Cragge and Barry Foster as Detective Chief Inspector Frank Jefferson.
Did you say your friend was a journalist, Superintendent?
George Cragge? BBC Radio's crime correspondent. We were working together on a murder case. He doesn't look too well, does he?
He's just spent several hours in the operating theatre having shards of a beer bottle removed from his head. Of course he doesn't look very well.
But he will pull through, Doctor.
Well, one always has to be cautious with head injuries. But with any luck, he should be fine.
Oh, thank God for that.
You can stay a couple of minutes. Let me know if he fully regains consciousness.
Yeah, thank you, Doctor.
But don't get him too excited.
No, don't worry. I won't say a word. Come on, George. Come round, for God's sake. Speak to me. Go on, who did it to you? Tried to kill you, huh? What?
Make mine a Guinness, would you, Frank?
You old bugger.
Who the hell's George Cragge? I believe he's BBC Radio's crime correspondent, Prime Minister.
And have you seen the headlines this morning? BBC journalist suffers murderous attack. Radio reporter coshed at Wembley. World Cup killer strikes again. It's a disgrace, Crispin.
I had hoped that we would get a little more coverage, I must admit.
Have I, or have I not, just spent the last week trailing around 15 European capitals trying to protect British sovereignty?
And trying to protect your job.
And what coverage do I get? Well, of course, I'm only the Prime Minister. I'm not as important as some damn BBC reporter. I tell you, Crispin, this is a BBC conspiracy.
Prime Minister, I hardly think that even the Bolshevik Broadcasting Corporation would go to the trouble of coshing one of its own reporters to keep you off the front pages. Prime Minister's office? Ah, yes. Yes, I'm sure he'd be delighted. It's BBC Radio, Prime Minister. They want an in-depth interview.
Do they?
Can you just outline the subject matter? The Prime Minister's European policy and why it's such a total failure.
What did I tell you, Crispin?
Yeah. Look, can I get back to you? The World at One. Okay, right, I'll ring you back.
Yes, well, that's one interview I shan't be giving.
I know it goes against the grain, Prime Minister, but I think you should still do it. You see, they've already got an interview with John Matthews.
What?
Mr. Matthews, as Deputy Prime Minister, don't you feel you have a duty to support the PM?
I have a duty to support the right of Britain to govern itself without interference from Brussels. Of course, I want to support the PM, but let's face it, he's visited all the major European capitals and is returned with nothing.
So you think the prospects for next week's Euro Summit are bleak?
Next week's Euro Summit will decide the future of this country for decades to come. It is essential that the right man should be at the helm.
And would it be fair to say you have an idea of who that man ought to be?
I shall be addressing the House of Commons this afternoon. Anything further I have to say, I shall say then.
John Matthews, thank you. Was that okay, studio?
Bought it, thanks very much.
Sounded pretty good to me.
Right, thanks, Maria.
The PM's in the radio car doing his interview now, Caroline.
5 minutes, everybody.
And Matthew's interview is 2 minutes 30.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes. Are we leading on the political story or on the Cragge murder attempt?
Lead on the PM, that'll police Downing Street. Right. Anything new on the Cragge story?
Max is on the phone to the hospital.
Right.
Oh, that's great news. Thank you. Listen up, everyone. George has regained consciousness and should be out of hospital in 2 or 3 days.
Thank God for that.
Are you sure it wasn't you that tried to kill him, Caroline?
I don't think I'd have chosen a Guinness bottle somehow. Not quite my style.
His head must have felt like he'd been hit with a Guinness bottle every day for the last 30 years.
Now, Caroline, can I say this as special sports correspondent?
Look, we've had a very busy news day, unfortunately,
Just
Max.
listen.
Right.
Last night, in beating Italy, England's footballers had nothing to offer but blood, sweat, and headbanger Harris from Wimbledon.
Ready, Caroline?
Look, Max,
England took no prisoners, and as the casualties were stretchered off, Vialli, Zola, Ravanelli, the true casualty was the game of football.
2 minutes, Caroline. You need it in the studio.
Oh, the shame that England, hosts of the World Cup, should sink to this. This was a
Look,
match
Max, I've
sans grace, sans elegance, sans everything.
What can I say?
You can say, I've simply got to run all of it.
Max, I've simply got to run.
Yeah, call yourself an editor?
Look in my jacket, Frank. Right. The killer must have left a note somewhere. He must have done.
Yeah, take it easy, George. You could be right.
Read it.
Old. What's that mean?
Ole, 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 ole. It's a football slogan.
So this is your front page lead. World Cup Willie.
Why didn't he succeed then? This is a serial murderer, Frank. He's had enough practice. If only I could remember who I was with.
Oh, I know who you were with, George.
What?
Barman said he saw you going into the conference room together.
With whom?
The Prime Minister's wife.
Of course. Blimey.
Prime Minister, it's your wife to see you.
Oh, really?
Oh, I don't believe it. You're still here.
Of course I am. I'm still the Prime Minister.
Not for much longer, according to the BBC. I bought some champagne.
I would advise you not to celebrate too soon, Joe. Much as you hate being the Prime Minister's wife, they haven't got rid of me yet.
Oh, I'm not celebrating that. I'm celebrating this.
Random House? What's this? I have pleasure in accepting for publication your volume of poetry entitled Mrs. Prime Minister, Verses from the Bunker. You bitch.
A published bitch, darling. I'll be drinking this next door and then going to Broadcasting House for an interview. Bye.
Oh, an interview? I don't believe it. It's one damn thing after another, Crispin.
In which case, you won't want to hear this.
What is it?
It's today's Telegraph.
Well, come on.
The German Chancellor, arriving in London for next week's Euro Summit, pledged that the meeting would achieve full European political union. He said British objections would not be allowed to impede the realisation of the European dream.
And if I don't manage to impede it, I'll be out of office within 10 minutes of the summit finishing.
The party is getting extremely agitated, Prime Minister.
And it's John Matthews who's doing the agitating. Within 1 week, Crispin, I could find myself hounded out of office by that madman.
Après moi, le déluge.
What?
I thought as you're about to host a European summit, I'd put you in the mood by quoting in French.
Well, don't.
Statement, the Deputy Prime Minister.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'll be very brief. There are times, Madam Speaker, when the great game of politics seems impossible. Because even before going onto the field, you find that the captain has tied your bootlaces together in the changing room. I believe this is such a time. Madam Speaker, it is for others to consider their response to this situation. My response is this. I can no longer serve in this administration. With a heavy heart, Madam Speaker, I resign from the government.
That was John Matthews speaking in the House of Commons a short time ago. Other news now. The BBC reporter George Cragge is said to be making a good recovery in hospital after being attacked at Wembley Stadium.
Better by the minute, mate.
The England football manager, Harry Davis, has announced 5 changes to the team to play Brazil in the World Cup semi-final. Financial Times show.
Making a good recovery. I'll drink to that.
What do you think you're doing?
Opening a beer.
But you're full of medication. You might suffer a relapse.
Sorry, nurse, but that's a risk I'm prepared to take.
Mr. Cragge, hospital regulations forbid any patient from taking alcohol.
Really?
Yes.
Is that a fact?
It certainly is.
In that case, there's only one thing for it.
Exactly. Give me the bottle. What are you doing?
I'm not staying in here if I can't have a drink. Not while Frank Jefferson's out solving my case.
Mr. Cragge, you're still a sick man.
Nurse, there's one thing every good journalist needs when going out on a story.
What?
Trousers. Pass them over, would you?
Now listen, bunny lads. Yes, boss. For the Brazil match, we're going to try something different. We're going to play football. I want subtlety. I want elegance. I want beauty. I want football with the smoothness of silk. Football of exuberant self-expression. Football is a sublime statement of inner self. You know what I'm saying, bunny lads?
No, boss.
Good.
Constable.
Yes, sir.
Get this to the card room. I want all units told if any hooligans on their way to Wembley cause trouble, they're to be stopped and strip searched. You understand?
A strip search, Gov, in broad daylight.
Exactly. It'll save on torches.
Frank at the yard, if I'm not very much mistaken.
George.
Excuse me, sir, but that bandage is leaking blood.
I was under your superintendent's protection, mate. And look what happened to me.
What are you doing out of hospital?
I thought if I leave catching this serial killer to Frank and the Metropolitan Police, half the population of London might get slaughtered. So I've come over to give you a hand. Let's go and have a drink, Frank.
I'm on duty, George.
Well, I trust you're on duty investigating the attack on me, which, in case you'd forgotten, happened in the VIP bar.
Now, look,
And what I want to know, Superintendent, is why aren't you out arresting the Prime Minister's wife?
I can't arrest the Prime Minister's wife, George. We've got no evidence.
But she was with me at Wembley. She was the last person that saw me conscious.
Doesn't mean she followed you into the gents and costumes.
You could at least interview her. Oh, of course not. You're still convinced the Deputy Prime Minister's the killer?
I'm convinced John Matthews is mad enough to murder his way to Downing Street, yes.
So why try and murder me? Why murder Danny Mole, the footballer, with nothing to do with politics?
Well, you know, I've been thinking about some of the victims, George. The Earl of Battersea, never done a day's work in his life. James Yale MP, philanderer and git.
So?
Well, I think this killer has some very sound ideas. I could have bumped some of them off herself.
Oh, you've got a little list, eh?
And they'd none of them be missed. Yeah, I'd better go.
Of course, Danny Mole was poisoned by the drug digitalis. And you know what they say about poison, Frank? A woman's weapon.
Here we go again.
The last thing I remember when I was having that drink with the Prime Minister's wife was that she seemed a very bitter, frustrated woman. And a very clever one.
Yeah? Well, it doesn't mean that jewellery's hers.
Jewellery? What jewellery? What haven't you told me, Frank?
I should have known that first night of bliss. I leaned to the left, you leaned to the right, saying you could not commit yourself to a kiss. And I'd thought you a man of principle, and a man to give my life for. Did I ever stop to ask myself, what's a Prime Minister's wife for? But I realised on that first night what made this sorry troth. The PM and the PM's wife. Useless appendages both.
Wow.
Blimey.
I'm sorry, I can't call you Mrs. Prime Minister.
Oh, call me Jo.
Right, okay. Thanks, Jo.
Are you sure this is a news story?
Well, it's not every day the Prime Minister's wife publishes a volume of poetry calling her husband a castrated newt. Let me take you up to Kaleidoscope.
How dare she? How dare she broadcast such profanities?
Calm down, Minister, please. Now, remember, you're out of migrant leave.
Oh,
They're only poems.
But they're all attacking me, Crispin. Except this one. About you.
What?
Here comes Crispin, mincing and lisping. Such an odd gent is Crispin Trent.
How dare she?
Now, let's throw it in the bin where it belongs.
I haven't lisped in years.
Now, Crispin, I want you to take a look at my next statement. Tell me what you think.
Prime Minister?
My backbenchers want to get rid of me, and my erstwhile colleague, Mr. Matthews, has resigned in the hope that he'll be my successor. But am I retreating at the first whiff of grape shot?
Oh, my God.
Tell the Speaker's office, would you, Crispin? They're not getting rid of me that easily.
20 seconds to wind up. Closing headlines coming up.
And the closing headlines. Mr. John Matthews is said to be considering his next move after resigning from the government. European leaders are arriving in London for the Euro summit, where Britain's position appears to be an isolated one. And the England football manager, Harry Davis, has pledged his side will play open, attacking football in their World Cup semi-final against Brazil. Meanwhile, the BBC crime reporter George Cragge, who was attacked at Wembley, is here in the studio.
Thank you. And listeners to BBC Radio are the first to hear of a startling development in the hunt for the World Cup killer. 2 beads, apparently from a woman's necklace, have been found near the scene of the latest attack. This discovery has opened a new line of inquiry, which is being vigorously pursued by the police. George Cragge, still the crime correspondent, BBC Radio News.
BBC News at 1:10.
Thanks, everyone.
George, how are you?
Never better, mate.
George, you should be in hospital.
See you later, George.
Pleased I'm back, Caroline.
I thought you weren't coming out for 2 or 3 days. Anyway, you're entitled to full period of sick leave. With full pay.
I've got a story to cover and a murderer, or rather murderess, to catch. And I'm not going to do it lying in bed now, am I?
But, George, I've had a word with management.
No wonder you're looking peaky. Why don't you take some sick leave?
Look, they're keen to offer a most generous package.
And I can offer you a generous package for the 6 o'clock news. Hello? Is that news information? It's George Cragge in the newsroom. I want every last thing you've got on the PM's wife, Jo Donaldson. Yeah, half an hour will be fine.
Why do you want to know about the PM's wife?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Have you heard anything? The whisper in the lobby is the PM's going to resign. Why else would he come to the House at this stage?
Well, not to receive a vote of thanks, that's for sure.
Statement, the Prime Minister.
I'm grateful, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity to make this statement at such short notice. The House will know that I'm about to host, here in London, what has been called the most profoundly important summit in the history of the European Union. I wish to announce that at 6 o'clock on the day the summit ends, and when its outcome is known to this House, there will be an election for the leadership of the Conservative Party. I will be a candidate in that election. I will welcome challenges from wherever they may come. Thank you.
Where the hell's John Matthews?
Vicious game, croquet, isn't it, John?
That's why I like it.
Good shot. We don't see enough of you in Cambridge. You're the first man I've ever taught who's made it to the cabinet.
Where do most of your students end up then, Michael?
Oh, the Secret Service mostly. Or the Daily Telegraph. For some reason, they seem to turn out extremely cynical. I can't imagine why.
I didn't.
No, of course not. You've always been on a mission to save England.
I'm utterly sincere in what I'm doing, if that's what you mean.
Heaven preserve us from sincerity.
Nice shot.
So, resigning from a government in deep trouble is an act of principle, is it? Rather than rhetoric and a manoeuvre?
It's a calculated act of principle, yes.
Designed to do what?
Designed to make me Prime Minister at a critical moment in the history of this nation.
John, let me give you some advice. First of all, don't underestimate the Prime Minister.
Oh, for God's sake, he's nothing but a vacuous pragmatist, careering from one crisis to the next.
The Conservative Party's been led by such men for most of its history, and very successfully. Second, the party doesn't like clever, dangerous men, convinced that their moment has come.
My moment has come, Michael, believe me.
Third, Europe. When you're saving the British people from Europe, remember this. Fundamentally, the British people couldn't give a bugger!
That is an outrageous slur.
Stop talking like a bloody undergraduate and try to remember this. What you're engaged upon is not some high and noble calling. It's a game.
Oh. My game, I think.
There's a bit of a mob congregating at the turnstiles.
We better disperse them.
Right, sir.
Who's that lot on camera C?
I think they're just Brazilians.
Well, it wouldn't be allowed if I had my way.
Have you heard the PM's calling a leadership election?
So, Matthews is the killer, my God.
Stop thinking about Matthews and listen to this. I want my revenge. Revenge on all the men who pat my head in Downing Street and say I'm sweet. I'm not, but revenge is sweet.
What the hell's that?
Poetry, Frank.
That's not poetry.
Oh, yes, it is.
Tiger, tiger, burning bright, that's poetry.
Very possibly, Frank.
Into the Valley of Death, rather 600, that's poetry.
The point is, it's by the Prime Minister's wife.
Oh,
and
no.
she's talking about revenge. Now, this is the profile in The Observer a few years back. The Prime Minister's wife is something of an enigma. After taking a brilliant first in English at Oxford...
Well, right in that, Bilge. You know, today's educational standards...
Listen. She met the future Prime Minister and gave up what could have been a glittering career to become a disillusioned politician's wife. Nowadays, close friends say she is a bitter, frustrated woman.
That doesn't prove anything, George. Look, mate, you've had a blow on the head and you can't think straight.
Oh, what about this? A gossip column from a few months ago.
Joe.
Apparently, she was ordered from the room during one of her husband's dinner parties for telling the guests how boring they were.
Oh.
Look at the guest list, Frank.
What's this? Earl of Battersea, James Yale, MP, Sir Roland York. Well, they're all murder victims.
So when are you going to bring her in for an interview?
Oh, no, I'm still not convinced.
Then you could at least find out if the beads found near to where I was attacked belonged to her.
Listen, George. Don't you start telling me how to run a murder investigation. The fact is, we're hours away from the England match and I have taken personal charge of the security. It is up to me to make sure the killer doesn't strike again.
If you go out and arrest her, she won't strike again, will she? Right. Well, if you won't talk to her, I will.
George!
Well, Crispin, I've made a sweeping and courageous gesture.
Indeed.
I put my political future on the line.
You certainly have, Prime Minister.
Yes. So, what do I do now?
Well, you could threaten to spend more time with your family.
Whilst my wife is topping the bestsellers with scurrilous verse about every aspect of my being, don't be ridiculous.
Well, you could try the Callaghan gambit. Well, in this kind of situation, Jim Callaghan used to say, either you support me, or I'll retire to my farm in Sussex.
I haven't got a farm in Sussex. No. I won't have this negative attitude. I know I've done the right thing.
Definitely.
I'm quite sure I'm going to win the leadership election.
I have to say, Prime Minister, that I agree with you.
Oh, good.
Up to a point.
What?
Well, let me put it this way. It's going to be very close.
You think so?
Which means, I'm afraid, that you're going to have to go round the tea room shaking hands.
Shaking hands? You mean in person?
And you've got to smile.
Oh, good God.
And you've got to invite small groups of backbenchers into your office, or have a one-to-one, if necessary.
A one-to-one?
And you must reassure them, Prime Minister, even cajole them. But you must remember that offering them jobs at this time would be pointless.
Oh, thank God for that.
But ultimately, I have to say, the outcome of this leadership election depends on the outcome of the Euro summit. We have to have some sort of victory to present to the backbenchers, or frankly, we're sunk.
Oh, we've made a start. My trip round the European capitals wasn't entirely wasted. Or at least we've got the Italian PM on our side.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Italian police have got him, Prime Minister, in prison.
Oh, no.
And the summit starts tomorrow.
Well, you're my advisor, Crispin. Haven't you got anything to suggest?
Well, there's always the Wilson gambit, Prime Minister.
Which is?
A shock resignation announcement.
My God, you've actually bought a copy of my book.
And loved every page.
And you've asked me here just to tell me that. You don't look like a lover of poetry, Mr. Cragge.
Meaning what? That I don't look as if I got a brilliant first in English?
No, I didn't mean that.
So you probably think I'm the sort that knows 2 rugby songs and a lot of blue jokes.
Not at all.
You know, the one thing I thank God for is making me aware, even at the age of 14 when I left school, that I'd be underestimated by the likes of you.
Well, look, Mr. Cragge, rather than sit here and be typecast as a member of the privileged class, I'm afraid I'm going to have to go.
Another drink, sir?
You haven't got any proper drinks, have you? Guinness, for example.
Don't you like cocktails, sir?
Oh, I'll have to put up with it, I suppose. All right, mate. 2 more slow, comfortable wall bangers. God help us.
Certainly, sir.
Not for me, I'm afraid.
Look, before you leave...
I'm sorry, it's been nice meeting you again, but I've got a book to launch.
Hold on a minute.
Will you let go of my arm, Mr. Cragge?
I just want you to explain one of your poems. I want revenge. Revenge on all the men.
Why would you be interested in that one?
Well, I am the crime correspondent.
What? Are you telling me I'm a murder suspect?
Did you nearly kill me at Wembley Stadium?
Would you let me go?
This necklace. It's different from the one you were wearing the last time we met.
Look, goodbye, Mr. Cragge. All I can say is I look forward to putting you in my next book.
Well, we'll just have to hope it's not called Verses from Holloway then, won't we?
The prize is so close, David, so close.
The PM's only just in front. If you can stop him getting an outright victory in the first ballot, he's dead in the water.
And then the country turns to the one man who can stand up for this nation's sovereignty.
Yes.
I tell you, David, when the Prime Minister capitulates to our so-called European partners, there will be an outpouring of national feeling, the like of which has not been seen in decades.
England are in the World Cup final for the first time in over 30 years. But how many, even in their wildest dreams, thought England could beat Brazil by 4 goals to 1?
Magnificent.
Frank?
Absolutely magnificent.
Frank, I've just had a meeting with Joe Donaldson, the PM's wife.
4-1 and no murder.
Well, of course there wasn't another murder, because I had the killer tied up in a cocktail bar, that's why.
What, literally?
But there'll be no drinking or celebrations.
You should have seen her face, Frank, when I asked about her
Harry
necklace.
Davis has insisted they attend a service tonight at
Talk about looking guilty.
Yeah, well, John Matthews is still top of my list.
It's as if she's flirting with me, daring me to catch her. And the thing is... Oh, there she is on the telly.
Well, oh, yeah, that's Westminster Abbey.
Westminster Abbey?
Yeah, all those European leaders are over here. They're attending a service to help pray for God's help with their negotiations or something.
So the PM's wife's there?
Yeah, and...
John Matthews?
Oh, my God. George, it's a service at Westminster Abbey. It's being led by the Archbishop of Canterbury. Not even this maniac would he?
We'd better get there fast.
Let us give thanks for the fraternity and comradeship of the European Union. Amen. And let us celebrate together. We do not presume to come to this thy table, O merciful Lord, trusting in our own righteousness. But in thy manifold and great mercies, we are not worthy.
Honestly, Frank, we've got a serial killer on the loose who's fanatically anti-European.
Don't say it.
And an abbey full of European leaders. How the places do we get in?
Can I help you, sir?
It's all right, son. D.S. Jefferson.
What's going on, Frank?
They're just finishing communion. Well, obviously nothing's happened.
That bloke's giving the wine a bit of a scene too, isn't he?
That's the Archbishop, George.
Almighty and merciful God, may we who have eaten of the flesh of thy dear Son, Jesus Christ, and have drunk his blood, give thanks for him in us, and us, and us in him. Let us give thanks for the blessings of this life, for our health and succor, and let us look forward to the life life everlasting.
Lord Archbishop, my lord! Is there a doctor, please?
Excuse me.
Are you a doctor?
I'm a police officer.
Oh, my God.
I'll tell the congregation the Archbishop's indisposed.
He's not indisposed, mate. Oh, he's in heaven.
In the Balance was written by Mark Tavener and starred Michael Williams, Barry Foster, Peter Woodthorpe, Jim Carter, Jeremy Clyde, Robert Bathurst, Susie Brown, Christian Rodska and Joanna Munro. It also featured Dave Lamb, Tracy Ann Oberman, Alex Lowe, Christopher Scott, Joan Meredith and Alice Arnold. The music was composed by Paul Mottram. In the Balance was script edited by Scott Cherry and produced by Paul Schlesinger.
In the Balance by Mark Tavener. Starring Michael Williams as George Cragge and Barry Foster as Detective Chief Inspector Frank Jefferson.
Leading figures from the church and political world have been expressing their deep shock at the death in Westminster Abbey last night of the Archbishop of Canterbury. Our crime correspondent George Cragge reports.
A congregation which included the heads of state from all the member countries of the EU, as well as the football teams of England and Germany, tomorrow's World Cup finalists, heard the Archbishop call for international brotherhood, fellowship and unity. He celebrated communion but was taken ill shortly afterwards and was pronounced dead in the vestry. This is George Cragge for BBC Radio at Westminster Abbey.
The other headlines: as the Euro summit nears its climax, agreement appears to be close on German proposals for federal union, despite British objections. In the Conservative leadership election, the anti-European candidate, Mr John Matthews, is thought to have a clear lead over the Prime Minister. And as England prepare to play Germany in the final of the World Cup, a number of fans have been admitted to hospital suffering from an apparent stomach ailment. BBC Radio News.
Thanks, everybody. Are you still there, George?
I'll be here some time by the looks of it, Caroline.
Well, I need to see you back in the newsroom, urgently.
When I'm in the middle of a case, don't be ridiculous.
George, now!
Honestly, Frank, editors. Oh, come on then. If you know it's the killer, he must have left a note.
This was found, stuffed up the Archbishop's cassock. Jesus saves, but I've just scored on the rebound. World Cup Willie.
Right. But we don't know what killed him.
Well, poison of some kind, presumably. And all our suspects were here, George, the PM's wife.
Crispin Trent.
And Matthews.
John Matthews.
Madam Speaker, I have to ask, where's the Prime Minister? But of course we all know he's busy. Busy signing away to Brussels rights it took this country centuries to accumulate. But when the Archbishop of Canterbury has been murdered a short walk away from this chamber, is it too much to ask that the Prime Minister might come and tell this House what is going on? Oh, but his tongue is otherwise occupied at the Euro summit. Although how it's occupied, decency precludes me from mentioning. Let me make this clear. Whatever job I may be called upon to do after the leadership election, I will always put this House first.
Nice one, John. And he shall scatter mine enemies.
Wipe that grin off your face, Crispin.
Do cheer up, Prime Minister. Admittedly, the Archbishop's death isn't helpful.
Not helpful? We've got Germany and France carving up Europe, and my own backbencher's willing to carve me up if I don't save our precious national sovereignty, and there's a leadership election in 2 days. Well, what's a dead archbishop between friends?
Well, admittedly, we do have some little local difficulties.
Yeah, stop looking so infernally cheerful. The opposition parties must be having a field day with all this trouble. What's the leader of the Labour Party saying about it all?
Frankly, I don't know.
Well, find out then.
No, Prime Minister, that's what the Labour leader is saying. Frankly, I don't know.
I shouldn't have agreed to host this summit in the first place. The arrogance of the Germans is insufferable. Did you know they've colonised the cabinet room?
No.
I went up to the Prime Minister's chair, the chair that I have occupied for the past 7 years, and there was a towel on it. And some impudent flunky from Brussels said, "Oh, you can't sit there, the Germans have bagged it."
But what about the negotiations themselves, Prime Minister?
These aren't negotiations. What we are witnessing, Crispin, is a pre-orchestrated march to the German tune, destination Federal Europe. How's the arithmetic looking? As if I didn't know.
Well, there are about 100 MPs on the government payroll. They've got to vote for you.
Yeah, but I'm going to lose, aren't I, Crispin?
Prime Minister, there may be one thing that can save us.
This better be good.
You may have noticed that a distressing number of English football supporters have succumbed to a mystery illness. Most alarming.
Crispin, is that something you would expect me to be interested in?
Well, I think you'll find you should be. Particularly when you discover exactly what's caused it.
What? Crispin? What do you mean?
1 minute to end of bulletin. Harry Davis interview coming up.
Years, the England manager, Harry Davis, has been giving a news conference. Our reporter, Joe Ryman, is there.
Harry, doesn't it strike you as ironic that you're playing Germany in the final at the exact moment when the British and German Prime Ministers are locked in conflict at number 10?
Don't talk to me about politicians, Bonnie lad. When my lads walk out on that pitch, we'll be there for all the ordinary people. That's what football's about.
Yeah, right, but there's always something special about England-Germany matches, isn't there?
20 years ago, when I was manager at Plymouth Argyle, we were in the 3rd Division. And there were lads from Devonport Dockyard used to spend half their wages to follow us to away matches on wet Wednesdays in Gillingham and Scunthorpe. That's what's special in football. Football's not about the big fish, man. Football's about sardines. You know what I'm saying, Bonnie lad?
The England football manager, Harry Davis. And finally, a further 11 football fans have been admitted to hospital suffering from a mystery ailment which has doctors baffled. BBC Radio News.
Thanks, everyone. Hello, George.
You said you wanted to see me, Caroline.
Yes, I do.
I suppose you want me to record an update on the murder.
Well, actually, George,
Where's everyone going?
George, I've got a letter for you here.
A letter?
Yeah, look, I'll tell you what, why don't we go to the pub? You can read it there.
You bitch.
I'm sorry, George.
So they're sacking me. And what are they giving you? A productivity bonus?
George, whether or not you believe this, I fought against it.
Well, you made a damn good job of it, didn't you? Oh, George, I'm so glad you're back. Oh, George, your crime reporter's so wonderful, you bitch.
I don't care if you don't believe it, but I like working with you. I respect you as a journalist.
Don't make me throw up my guineas.
But I've got no choice. Do you think I want our newsroom moved to White City?
What?
Do you think I want you and Max sacked?
Max?
He's over there, crying into his G&T.
Max! Max, my old mucker. George! I've just heard.
This is a conspiracy, George. And I want the management to know that I'm the best sports correspondent in the history of the BBC, and that I'm not going to stand for it.
Are you all right?
And what's more, I'm not taking this lying down.
Prime Minister?
Oh, God, it would be.
How goes the Euro Summit?
Well, they've just decided in their wisdom that the financial capital of the new federal Europe will be Frankfurt.
Oh, not London.
14 in favour, 1 against. I suppose I ought to congratulate you.
Oh, I can afford to wait. Eating humble pie is something one ought to do in public, don't you think? Not that I'll be gloating. That would be vulgar.
You always were vulgar.
I understand the aspirations of the ordinary Englishman, if that's what you mean.
No prejudice too low, no fear so irrational that you won't play on it.
You never did understand me, did you?
I always understood you perfectly. You wanted to turn this country into a sorry little sweatshop on the fringes of Europe, well, over my dead body.
Oh, yes, Prime Minister. Over your dead body.
I remember the day William Rees-Mogg sacked me from the Times over lunch at the Connaught.
Dear George, the crime correspondent of BBC Television will assume your duties now. That's what I call a big assumption.
I had a terrible difficulty getting sacked from the Daily Express. Derek Jameson was the editor. I couldn't understand a word he was saying. Kept thinking he was telling me to ring my cook.
Nobody's going to get rid of George Cragge that easily. Now listen, Max.
Yeah?
Are you with me or against me?
Well, how much work will it involve?
Hello? George Cragge?
George, it's Frank. I'm at the pathology lab.
Have they finished the post-mortem?
You better get over here. There's something I think you ought to see. So, the poison was in the chalice.
You're quite sure about that, are you, Professor?
It's entirely consistent with my earlier diagnosis. The Archbishop died from potassium cyanide in the communion wine.
But that's impossible.
You're not questioning the professor's diagnosis, are you, George?
But, Frank, how many people were at that service? About 500?
Yeah, not all of them received communion.
No, but a lot of them did. If the poison was in the wine, why haven't they all been going down like flies?
Well,
how could the killer possibly know he'd only kill one man?
Well, that's your department, gentlemen. Not mine. I mustn't keep you.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, sir.
I said the ventricle.
It just doesn't make sense.
No, there's something else, George.
What?
I got this fax about half an hour ago, here.
So now you'd better believe us. We're going to win the Cup. World Cup Willie.
You know what that's saying, George?
The killer's planning something to coincide with the World Cup final.
Yeah.
What time is it?
Just after 3.
So, the kick-off's in exactly 24 hours.
Well, that's it, Crispin. In 24 hours I shall be finished.
No, but Prime Minister...
No. We can tell my wife to ring those removal men. For everything the Germans propose, everyone else agrees to. Oh, I haven't got the strength anymore, Crispin.
Well, you remember those football fans who were taken ill?
Crispin, not even the thought of the working classes writhing in agony can cheer me up.
The thing is, the hospital has just isolated the cause of the ailment, and it seems that they've been drinking too much lager.
Oh, you amaze me.
Contaminated lager, Prime Minister.
Crispin.
Contaminated German lager,
Look,
Prime
if
Minister.
people from council houses choose to... Did you say German lager?
Now, naturally, we don't wish to be alarmist about this, but I think that perhaps you ought to issue a statement. That you absolutely deplore any attempt by the press to whip this up into some kind of health scare.
Oh, absolutely.
And that you shall deplore any attempt by the tabloids to bandy around irresponsible terms such as mad German lager disease.
But they aren't calling it mad German lager disease.
They will now.
Okay, everyone, listen. We're leading on mad German lager disease, then an update on the Euro Summit and a preview of the football. I suppose now we're minus a crime correspondent. There's nothing new on the murders.
We're not totally minus a crime correspondent, actually. He's over there.
Afternoon, Caroline.
Oh, George, I wasn't expecting to see you.
I am entitled to a period of notice, you know.
Yes, but there's really no need for you to work here.
Oh, I think I owe it to the corporation after all these years. Anyway, I want to buy you lunch. Just to show there's no hard feelings.
Lunch? Are you sure you're in the mood?
Never bear grudges, that's what I say. Oh, morning, Max.
Oh, hello, Mick.
Max, what are you doing here?
Working my period of notice, Caroline.
Oh, right. Good. Well, I'll, look, I'll be in my office if anyone needs me.
Max.
Yes, George.
Book a table for 17 at the Gavroche and ask them to lay on 12 bottles of Chateau Petrus.
Chateau what?
Petrus. It's £968 a bottle. Oh, one other thing. Book the table in the name Caroline Holland, editor Radio News.
The broadsheets concentrate on the Euro Summit, with the Times calling the Prime Minister a busted flush, and the Telegraph advising him, in the name of God, go. But for the tabloids, there's only one front-page lead. They're calling it mad German lager disease. With the Sun saying they couldn't beat us in 2 world wars, now they're trying to get us fritzed. All the papers carry interviews with England football manager Harry Davis, who yesterday...
Excellent. Nip out and get me a copy of The Sun, would you, Crispin?
If you could just first check over your statement, Prime Minister. I think we should issue it as soon as possible.
Let's see. The Prime Minister announces with regret that he is banning the sales of German lager as from tomorrow. He said the government could not take the risk of what has, however unfortunately, become known as mad German lager disease, reaching epidemic proportions. Oh, Crispin, this is splendid.
Thank you.
But isn't this going to provoke anti-German feeling in the party, which will help Matthews more than it helps me?
If you would read the next paragraph of the statement, Prime Minister.
The Prime Minister noted that the measures he has taken to protect the health and safety of the British people would have been impossible under the downgrading of national parliaments now being proposed by the summit, something he feels other nations should consider.
Exactly.
You know, Crispin, it's an extraordinary twist of fate, this lager disease popping up like this.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. Phone call for Crispin Trent. It's a Mr. 13 Bellies.
Mr. 13 what?
He's an old school friend, Prime Minister.
Oh, that was wonderful.
The steak was a complete joy.
Well, I'm glad everyone's enjoying it.
I must admit, George, I thought you meant lunch for just the two of us, not the whole newsroom.
You know, George always likes to do things in style.
Is that the bill?
Can I sneak a look? Good heavens, George, it's £4,500.
Worth every penny, Karen. Ladies and gentlemen, it now falls to me to say a few words about our editor.
What?
Yeah.
Some people say in these troubled times lunch is out of fashion, lunch is for wimps, and that we should watch the budget and cut the costs. But there is still one editor in the BBC prepared to say, damn the expense. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Caroline Holland.
Oh, please.
Caroline Holland.
Right, I must ask Caroline. I've got a murder to catch.
But George, the bill.
Yeah, exactly. I'm off to see the bill.
No, George.
Is there a problem, Caroline?
How will you be paying, madame?
Well, you've quite finished sluicing and carousing...
All parts of the master plan to get my job back. Has something happened?
You could say that.
Oh, come on. What are you so excited about?
Look, all the way through we had three main suspects. Crispin Trent, the PM's wife, and Matthews, right?
Yeah, what of it?
The only people who could have poisoned the wine were the ones who actually took communion. They're the only ones who could have got close enough.
Yes, right so far.
Now, the PM's wife and Trent were here, but they didn't take communion. John Matthews did. I think we've got him, George.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how he did it.
Oh, but I worked that out. Where's the chalice? Now, look. The priest goes along the altar rail offering the wine like this. Our murderer's ready. He's got the cyanide pellet in his mouth, and when the chalice is offered to him, he pretends to drink. But what he's really doing is releasing the pellet into the wine.
Yeah?
And at the end of the service, it's the priest's duty to finish anything that's left of the communion wine.
So the Archbishop drinks the poison?
But that begs one question.
What?
Was John Matthews the last person to receive the chalice?
David, this waiting is intolerable.
Only one more day, John. Everything's going to be fine. And of course, the arithmetic stabilised a bit.
What do you mean, stabilised a bit?
Stop worrying.
You mean they're moving back to the Prime Minister?
Calm down.
I am going to win on the first ballot, aren't I, David?
John, if you don't win on the first ballot, you'll win on the second.
What?
Come on. Not long now. We'll know tomorrow.
By this time tomorrow night, I may no longer be Prime Minister.
And thank God for that.
You'll have got your wish at last, Joe. Well, come on, Crispin. Be the eternal optimist.
It's too close to call, Prime Minister. It's rather out of our hands now, I'm afraid. If the member states decide to keep their national sovereignty and fight off mad German lager disease, then...
Then I'm safe.
Well, possibly.
Come on, let's go to bed.
Crispin, have you prepared something for me in the event the Germans get their way?
You will be dignified, composed, and gracious.
Of course.
You will shake the German Chancellor by the hand.
Yes.
Look him in the face, and you will sing this. After me, Prime Minister. Klinsmann has only got one ball. Moller got two, but very small. Beckenbauers are very similar.
Now, I want a quiet night, lads. No drinking and no girlfriends.
Oh, boss.
We'll show them at least England's got one thing to be proud of. A football team that's going to win the World Cup. I want pride. I want fervour. I want Dunkirk. I want Agincourt. I want Gunnell. I want Christie. I want... Tobel and Dean. You know what I'm saying, Bonnie lads?
No, boss.
Good.
And tonight's closing news headlines. As other European countries follow Britain's lead in banning German lager after the outbreak of so-called mad German lager disease, the German position in the Euro summit looks under threat. And as England prepare to play Germany at Wembley tomorrow in the final of the World Cup, the police refuse to confirm rumours that the serial killer World Cup Willie plans to strike again.
Minor disturbance at Turnstile C has been dealt with, sir.
Yeah, right.
The royal party are leaving the royal box for the pitch.
Somebody say George Cragge was here somewhere?
Yeah, he arrived at first thing, Gov. Just said the answer's here at Wembley and shut himself in that office.
The German team is about to be presented to Prince Charles.
George?
The German team is about to be presented to Prince
George?
Charles.
Have you found out who was the last to receive the wine yet, Frank?
I found out all right.
No, it wasn't Matthews, then, was it? Oh, come on, Frank, who was it?
It was the England football manager and 8 of his team.
You're joking.
If you remember, he's trying to turn them all into devout Christians.
But...
The Prince will soon be through meeting the teams, Gov.
Oh, right. Proud day for your mate, Harry Davis, eh?
Yeah, who'd have thought it, eh? My boys don't smoke and don't drink, Bonnie lad. In fact, they're just like me, whiter than white. Whiter than... Oh, my God.
George?
What a pair of idiots. I told you it was staring us in the face.
What you talking about?
The England team is about to be presented to Prince Charles. The
Stop
England team is about to be presented to Prince Charles.
Stop him.
What?
We've got to save the prince, Frank. Come on, let's get down to the tunnel.
Your Royal Highness, may I present the England manager, Harry Davis? I'm sure you'd wish to congratulate him for what he's done for English football.
Can I just interrupt His Royal Highness to say something?
Of course.
When it comes to extolling the virtues of organic farming, Your Royal Highness, you're spot on, Pat, spot on.
Thanks very much.
And when it comes to remaining faithful to your wife...
What are you doing? Stop him, someone!
Harry! Is it any wonder the country's going to the dogs when there's no one? Harry, let him go, for God's sake!
Harry Davis, I arrest you for murder.
Get off me!
You don't understand. I'm making the world a better place to live in.
Gentlemen, please. What I am proposing is a compromise.
Nein.
If the German Chancellor could see his way to agreeing...
What you're proposing, Prime Minister, is the abandonment of the European dream in the interests of Little England. Now, can we all vote and then get down to the serious business of watching Germany win the World Cup?
You mean watch the football?
Well, it doesn't interest you?
Not in the slightest.
A very sensible attitude given the inevitable outcome.
Crispin.
Sorry I'm late, Prime Minister. The press have somehow got hold of a rumour of contaminated German lager reaching Paris.
What?
I've just been trying to scotch it, so to speak.
It's getting to Paris, but this is terrible.
Isn't it just? Crispin, how does it go? Klinsmann has only got one ball.
Not now, Prime Minister.
If you'll just wait with this officer, Mr. Davis.
Right.
I'll have a word with the custody sergeant.
And what are you doing, Frank? I'll ask Harry some questions.
No, George. Sorry, mate.
Hey?
You're going to have to wait outside.
Oh, come on, Frank. Don't be like that.
It's not a case of being like anything, George. I have bent every rule in the book keeping you up to speed on this case, but even I have got to draw the line
But
now.
it's the only way I'm going to...
We are inside a bloody police station! Don't cause a scene, George, please.
I don't mind speaking to him.
I'll make sure you get a front seat at the press conference.
But, Frank, this is the only chance I've got to get my job back. Just 5 minutes, that's all I need.
I'll speak to him.
If I tell the BBC I solved the case and then got an exclusive, they'll beg me back with open arms. They'll probably even name the bloody newsroom after me. Please, Frank.
Sorry?
You and me, George, go back a long way. I'll speak to you if it means getting his job back.
Thanks, mate.
Excuse me. You're the prisoner. Keep your mouth shut, will you?
Well, I'll keep it shut, all right. You don't let us talk to George. I'll say nothing in the interview. I'll exercise me right to silence.
You haven't got a right to silence.
You get more out of Marcel Marceau.
Come on, Frank.
In here. Quick.
Good lad.
You've got 3 minutes.
But this means a total victory for the British proposal.
Oh, I wouldn't call it that. What would you call it, Crispin?
A compromise achieved by the best traditions of European cooperation, Prime Minister.
Precisely. Now that you've voted to save your national sovereignty, you may wish to celebrate next door where there's a television and a selection of drinks. Crispin, I think we can issue the communique.
Certainly, Prime Minister.
Naturally, I would love to join you to watch the football, but sadly, however, I have some unfinished business at the House of Commons.
1 minute left, George.
Carry on, Harry.
The 1960s, George. That's when this country went downhill. Taken over by a soft, weak-willed, self-appointed elite of wet, effeminate liberals.
That's a quotation from John Matthews, Frank.
So, I wasn't far off after all.
But why start killing so many people?
That was this World Cup, man. Everyone's saying, do you remember 66? Made me realise how bad things have got since then. MPs dressing up in women's clothing. And what about footballers like Danny Moore getting 25 grand a week? With every young lad in the country looking up to him, what does he do? Spends it on drugs and drink.
You know, the superintendent here agrees with every word you're saying.
The superintendent here hasn't murdered anyone, George. Right, back into the custody area.
Hold on, Frank, just one more question. Why did you try and kill me, Harry? Nobody's ever called me a wet liberal.
After I murdered Danny Moore, I thought you were getting close. I made a mistake.
Yeah.
I was giving you clues, George.
Eh?
Where all those notes about football and still you didn't cotton on. World Cup Willie! World Cup Willie!
Sorry, sir, but the custody sergeant wants you out here. The brief's arrived.
Oh, blimey.
Oh, and are any of you interested in the final at all?
Yes.
What? It's gone to penalties.
I don't believe it.
Congratulations. You're still Prime Minister, Prime Minister.
Oh, thank you, Crispin.
Outright victory on the first ballot.
I owe it all to you, of course.
Well, yes, you do, as a matter of fact.
I'm sorry?
Oh, and that reminds me, would you just sign these cheques?
Cheques?
We can lose the sums in the intelligence services budget.
Payable to 13 Bellies Theakston of London East 13, Fatty Norton and Big Les, Evil Eric, Stamford Bridge, West Ham United Supporters Club.
Splendid fellows, Prime Minister.
For services to Her Majesty's government, but they sound like criminals.
Yes, well, they are. But Conservative voters to a man. You know, it's a funny thing, but shortly after meeting me, they all, well, shall I say, they agreed to become extravagantly unwell.
What?
And then the press seemed to get hold of some nonsense about contaminated German lager or some such absurdity.
Crispy.
Better not to worry, Prime Minister. Just sign these cheques.
How did the interview go, Frank?
We've got a full confession on tape.
Well done, boys. Now, come on, have some champers.
Oh.
It looks like we've all got something to celebrate.
Where's your editor then, George?
Oh, well, she had some trouble claiming her lunch expenses.
BBC management thought 4,500 a little too much.
Yeah, so she got redeployed as floor sweeper at Radio Cornwall.
And what about your job?
Oh, I've been rehired on a consultancy basis, Frank. I'm now editorial consultant crime programme.
Well done, George.
Yes, at 3 times the salary. Apparently, it's well within the BBC's cost-cutting strategy. Max.
Yes, dear boy?
If this is the newsroom, why can't I hear the news?
Oh, it was keeping me awake.
Well, come on. Turn it on.
And Germany have won the Football World Cup. After extra time had failed to resolve today's final at Wembley. They beat England 6-5 on penalties. The winning penalty was scored by Jürgen Klinsmann.
Turn it off. Oh, well. We could always pour the champagne back in the bottle.
Don't you dare.
Come on, George, you caught the killer. You've got your job back. That's something to celebrate.
Yeah, I guess you're right. After all, England beating Germany in the World Cup final. Fantasy, mate. Pure fantasy. Cheers.
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 In the Balance was written by Mark Tavener and starred Michael Williams, Barry Foster, Peter Woodthorpe, Jim Carter, Jeremy Clyde, Robert Bathurst, Susie Brann, Christian Rodska and Joanna Munro. And also featured Dave Lamb, Sean Baker, Stephen Thorne, Joan Meredith and Charlotte Green. The music was composed by Paul Mottram. The broadcast assistant was Dawn Ellis. In the Balance was script edited by Scott Cherry and produced by Paul Schlesinger.